Yeah,
Yeah.
it was not fun for me.
He was
I
fucking sandbagging this whole time.
Well, I fucked myself over really hard, literally from round one. So
Did you?
it was a combination of me playing like shit and him not really making many mistakes.
Then I saw that Garrett rigged the system back in his favor.
Yeah, that
So what
definitely
did you
did
do?
happen.
Did you just roll an agility up
Yeah.
on him? Nice. Welcome to the
Yep.
club.
Dude, it's gonna be so wild.
Me and Christian did a full breakdown the other night of everyone's doubles and stat up rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like one.
Oh, I don't want to share the results, but I'm just saying that we did that.
I've got to be near the bottom.
I don't know the results now.
Well, let me see. Let me see if I can find the notepad. Did I even save it? I might not have saved it. I know that Rachel, Allison, and Zach, my brother, I think had the lowest, and David. I think all of them had like one or two.
I'm not
maybe.
surprised by Allison and
doubles,
Zach
you said?
just because they
Doubles.
they
and
have
stat
played
bumps.
the. I mean, they got
Oh, I
one
had
double
like
for
6 or
free,
7.
and then they
Yeah.
played not that many. They haven't played that many
Me-
games with their teams.
Me and Zach were definitely the highest. We had by far the most doubles and agility, or like stat bumps.
Yeah.
I don't have one stat bump. Never gotten one.
Christian.
Check the numbers. Check the numbers on that, JR.
Christian's pretty low too. Dude, I'm trying to find the notepad. Leave me alone, man. I'm working on it. Oh, I did save it. Let's go, baby. All right, here we go. Ready, boys?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm gonna have to actually update this real quick because Garrett apparently has another one. Go away. Stop chewing on cords.
Well, Bronze Dragon.
Okay, Jeffrey has one double and 2 stat ups. Each of
Is that
which
is that
is
current
movement.
or is this total
This is-
like of all time?
I couldn't find total, so I didn't know if
Good.
there's a way to go back and
Snicket's
look.
stat up and double won't show then.
Garrett currently has 2 and 2 doubles and 2 stat ups. John has 4 doubles and 0 stats. Oh my god, never mind. I remember who the biggest defender is. Wilmark has 7 doubles and 2 stat ups.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Because he's got fucking blodge on everything.
Yeah,
David
and
has a single double and no stats.
Oh god.
Rachel is the opposite with... I guess you could technically say she
Wait.
did get a double because...
That can't be
Rachel has a
right.
strength stat up.
No,
Yeah,
I have an
so she has
I
strength.
have an agi stat up.
Oh, you did. Did I do this before? Oh, yeah. So you do have one. Maybe do you not have a double? Is that what did I mix it up?
I might or might not. I don't know. I know I've rolled one. I don't know if I took it.
I think I mixed David up. David might have been 0 doubles and only the 1 stat up, or he could have been 1 and 1. Not sure. Either way, it's not great.
Yeah.
Zach, my brother's actually not as bad as I thought. He has 3 doubles and 1 stat up.
Come here,
Christian
David.
only has 2 doubles and 0 stat ups.
Big boy.
Zach Wolf has 3 doubles and 3 stat ups, 2 strength and 1 agility. I have 3 doubles and 4 stats now with 4 agility ups. Or no, I'm 3 and 3, excuse me. And then Allison has the single double and no stats. And the only double she has was the one that she was given by
Got for
default.
free, yeah.
Oh, man.
To be fair, it's been pretty fucking valuable, but...
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. Let's beat up on some gnolls.
You don't know that they're
Yes.
nulls. They could be anything.
Sure.
Alright guys, everyone here? Everyone ready to rumble?
Yep.
Who wants... Well, actually, that was only John who said yeah. Everyone else could just not be here still.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I'm
said
ready.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. I need full participation from the class.
I'm here.
What are you doing, Sam?
Who wants to tell me what happened last time?
Let me see your teats if you're gonna be like that.
I will say it.
Yeah,
You're
we
not
haven't had
looking at my
a
teeth.
Garrett. We haven't had a Garrett recap in a while.
I thought that was last week I recapped.
I thought John did it last week.
No, I did
So-
it when you were being a lying butthole.
A lying butthole?
I
Yeah.
don't remember this.
I do. I said you're a lying butthole.
Anyways, Maximilian told us that Darian was actually Zarkon, a necromancer trying to raise an army for himself. Then I passed out and stuff, and then we went back to town. And I believe I might have read this out of order. I think we went and slept immediately, and then the next day
Yes.
They went and to meet Usoglisk, and then I went to go obtain a quiver, and then when I got there, they had already finished, and then I went and talked to Usoglisk.
Mhm.
And then we went and back to the inn, and then went outside. People were shrieking their heads off. I think that's the gist of it. Did you get that, Stu? Also, since Nickit was passed out, what happened to
Who is this Snicket person?
you know who Snicket is. What
No, I
happened
don't.
to are you your character right now? I'm confused. I can't tell when you're in character, not out of character.
Zarek.
Ooh.
What happened to Scraffy?
One of the bears died. And the other one.
No, Scrappy died. I got on the. I was passed out on the cart. I don't know what you guys did with Scrappy. Did you bring him? I mean, did Tito grab him? I can't remember.
Tito.
Pretty sure
think
Tito
so.
ripped his jaws out.
No, that was
No,
the
that was
dead
dead
one.
Scruffy.
Oh.
No, he ripped out the jaws of the living one.
I know.
He
I
just
I
died
know.
of-
I would not have done anything with a baby bear.
Yeah,
I
didn't-
think I got
Oh,
it.
oh no, yeah. We put it in the cart next to him.
So we
And
just left him in the
Where
car
is he?
all night.
Where is
and
he
in the morning.
now?
Oh, yeah.
I think we kind of forgot about him a little bit.
Yeah, we forgot about that. He's probably
Yeah.
still in the cart, or he like is in the room or something, or he ran off. That's up
He,
to
he, he ran off.
the DM, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
where is he? Where is he,
So
Jr.?
this
Is
is
the
that type
bears-
of situation where I could very easily be like, "Well, you didn't say," but it's also at the same time I don't tell you to have me tell you that your characters are breathing. So, in the
Mine is
situation,
breathing, by the way.
you guys were all grown attached to the bear. Whether or not you remembered it in that exact moment is a little up for debate. But one thing that didn't happen is you didn't just get up out of the cart and just not see the cup. So that didn't happen. That's not a very realistic outcome. So we will say that one of you, whomever it was,
Tito.
found the cub and realized that the cub was still in the cart. Then you guys as a group can decide what you would have done with it. If
Well,
you
that's
would
why
have kept it single
Quailing was
interview
saying
or-
no pets, because he saw the bear. That's what the no pet sign was for.
No, he
That's
looked
right.
at me.
He did. He looked at Korg. He didn't know. He didn't.
And the
you guys
bear.
didn't-
The bear. Cutsus Korg holding the bear.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
All canon. It's all canon.
It's canon.
So is he in the room now?
That's up to David if he's. I haven't heard a thing he's said.
Bear, soft.
They're soft.
In his shell with him?
Yeah, I used him as a pillow.
Okay, that works. So we'll say I guess he's still in the room. If
Yeah.
JR is okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's out of harm's way for now.
Mhm. If I wanted to kill him, I would have killed him. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Slim.
And I think that was it. Is that it? Did I miss anything important?
Sometimes it do just be like that.
Yep, that's it.
And we're getting Quailing to cook us stew.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Did we ever get the stew?
It ain't ready
No,
yet.
We start. It's close, but then the
We'll have time to kill Knowles while
people
we're waiting
yeah,
for the stew to
people were
finish up.
screaming bloody murder, and then we were like, all right, I guess we better help the town.
That meat was from the ox that died, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Let's
All
see
right.
if that has any adverse side effects.
No, none.
Uh-oh.
Necrotic axe meat or ox meat.
Axe meat.
Axe meat.
Yeah, did anyone see when the ox died or what killed it?
You just said I asked if it was alive, and you said nope, it's dead.
Yeah, I don't remember how it died. So
I don't
There, it
remember
didn't have a
anything
health bar, so it
attacking
just died in the fray somewhere.
It was
Alright.
actually an undead ox.
Dude, can I be a were ox if I eat that? Then I'll be like the rest of the crew.
We'll see what happens.
That would be awesome.
All right.
Then we would actually be the Beastie Boys.
So with that being said, everybody, go ahead and jump back into things
Roll for initiative.
with the unknown party of 4 rushing through the village of Nasu, hearing the bloody screams of the
Oh my.
villagers
Jesus.
and screeches of some unknown
Those aren't villagers.
werewolf or hyena-like creature. I
Tito
gotta
does
roll
not
initiative
like
for
the.
me.
Oh god.
They sound terrifying. They like echo throughout the streets. You can hear multiple distinct sources of sound coming
Oh,
from
fuck.
creatures across this way, and you're confident there are some that lurk in the shadows that you cannot currently see.
Is it
Alright.
nighttime?
It is. Well,
Hey,
it's not.
hell
Excuse
yeah.
me. It's not. Because remember, there was a dark, like just some like an
Yeah.
unknown darkness just kind of rolled over the town.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say, I'm like, why is
Uh,
it?
Does my invocation help with that?
It does. You should see significantly more. Yes, you do see significantly more than everybody else.
Okay.
Even
Trust
more
me,
than me?
trust me, if you
What
could see
the
what
heck?
Tito could see right now, you'd be real sad.
Does he not have dark vision?
No,
Dude.
Tito and Guy do not have dark vision.
Oh.
My game is lagging like fucking crazy. What's going on?
How's it lagging? There's nothing even moving.
I don't know. Like I was trying to
Sometimes
move
Roll20 is
around.
not the greatest.
Yeah.
It
I
said
will say-
you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected. But you can see my 15 initiative.
Yeah, I can see it, so I'll just add it. Oh, I will say, Zach, you have 35 HP currently. Do you know how you have 35 HP?
I used the level up thing in roll 20 my character sheet,
Uh-huh.
and then it rolled me 13 with my 2 hit die. I rolled a 6 and a 7.
Oh no, that's
Okay, well, you could only technically have a max HP of 33 right now.
I think you only roll one hit die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whenever you
only
level
roll
up, you
one.
only roll a single hit die.
Oh, well, I just
Okay.
did what it told me. What do you want me to put it down to then?
so minus
Well,
7.
I'd say
You
minus
rolled a
7 off
6
of
and a
it.
7.
do you know what you rolled last time, or do you know what you added?
He said a 6 and a 7.
Okay, I would just say,
I can go look for it. It's
because
Isn't
you only
that like-
roll your hit dice once, and you're a D8, so you add your con mod every time, but your con mod's 3. So even if you rolled an 8 every time, the max you could technically have right now is 33 HP.
yeah, it's the very last chat entry. My first roll was a 6. My second one was a 7.
Okay,
Roll
go ahead.
for
We'll just do the first roll then. Just take off the 7, and we'll just say that you have 28 HP then, which sounds way more on point for a level 3 warlock than 35. Because Tito only has 36, and he rolls a D12. So
Only
No,
36.
I'm not sure which. Here, let me.
what's up?
I'm gonna look at the level up and see what. So this is what I did. I warlock 3+1, and then I click roll. That's what it. Well, I only clicked it once last time. I don't know why I did.
Okay,
That. All right.
that's
I
all right.
guess
We're not worried about it.
Okay. Return
We're
to
all good.
sender.
That is really quick. I have to roll initiative.
You saw mine, right? There's some weird message.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it on
Well.
the tracker. Never mind.
Yeah,
No
nice.
flesh.
A nice, no, long list of bad guys.
No pack lord. Oh my god. Jared, you aren't rolling these in private.
That's okay.
I don't like spoilers. Oh no, I don't want spoilers. I don't know how much health they have.
I
I'm
can't
not
see
worried about it.
anything, so
That
I can see
means that
quite a bit.
We're not gonna
actually.
fight these guys. Someone's gonna come in and save the day.
You think so?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Maybe.
Oh wait, you're rolling initiative right now. I thought you were
Yeah.
rolling HP.
No, I'm rolling initiative. It's fine. That's what I'm saying. It didn't matter if you guys saw it because I need to take the time to move them, whether
Oh,
you
you're
can see
being
them or not. So,
Mysterious. Oh, I can see that guy.
all right, let's get it,
And
boys.
so can you see back up to here, Garrett?
I
Um,
see.
not clearly.
So-
There's light over there I can see,
Let me
but like
explain
the edge of mine is like right
a
here.
little bit of what the map is going to look like and how it's going to be different, because it's going to make it hard for you guys to do the kind of communicating that goes on a little bit. So, without revealing too much about anybody's characters, some of you have dark vision and some of you do not. So those of you who do not have dark vision can only see in a very small circle around you. I believe it's like 25-ish feet or so, but you're going to see random portions of light spitting out from the various buildings all around that are going to illuminate some areas for you. You're going to see the gray areas on the map that you can't see, or like the dark gray areas. Like I'm looking at your view right now, for example, John. And so like right here is like that darkish gray area. So that's what you can't technically see that. So you don't know what's there, but that's an outline of what the map is going to look like. So what Roll20 is going to do is whatever you see when you move your token out of that field of vision, it's still going to show you that grayed out, meaning this was the last thing you saw there before you lost vision on that area.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's only going to apply to those of you who actually technically it would apply to anybody, but we don't tend to play on maps that are so big that people with like crazy 120-foot dark vision like are inhibited by that.
Dude, it's
then
this
Garrett,
line of
for
sight
you-
thing lagging me out.
It shouldn't be lagging out because I mean I have the same graphics card you have.
Well, it's doing the same thing because my pings are coming in slow. It's just because there's so much light.
There's a lot on the map.
Yeah, there's
This is a
a
big
lot of
map.
stuff that the the active shadows or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
interactive shadows.
Yeah, and you're not seeing the
Dynamic
same thing
lighting.
as me, Garrett.
Yeah, so everyone has
Oh,
a
yeah.
different. There's like 4 different maps running at the same
A
time.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just have to
like,
deal
so-
with it, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
If
Well,
it gets
deal
too
because
bad-
I love it.
If it gets too bad, one of us can stream it or something like that.
I'm not too worried about it.
It's not too big of a deal.
I can see like nobody. So
Yeah. So I would suggest communicating quickly to each other. Who can and can't see in the dark very well because it's going to have an impact on this fight. But with that being said, I'm done explaining shit unless if someone has a question real quick before I jump into the first round of combat.
Yeah, should I be able to see my own character token right now?
Yes, you should. Can you not see anything?
I
It's at
can
the
see a
bottom.
tiny line of light.
look
Did
at
you
the
have,
bottom.
did you have it assigned to
This
Are you
is where
scrolled
you
down?
are.
Every time I scroll in and out, Discord lags out, so give me a second.
Discord lags out.
Yeah, like this website is taking all the like bandwidth from my computer. That's what I'm trying to say.
What else do you have running? right
Nothing.
now?
It's the website, dude. Like 3 people are having it at the same time. It's not my computer.
I mean, only like the map interacting with the map is laggy. It's not the rest of my computer.
It's not the rest of mine either,
Yeah, well, I
except
will
Discord,
definitely
which
be the
uses
first to
internet.
admit, Roll20 is definitely not great, so I won't sit here and defend it. In fact,
Okay,
the owners
I
of it
see
are actually
now.
kind of shitty people.
I see it now.
But it's not. We'll do what we can, and if it's too bad for you, like I said, one of us will stream it real quick. I can't, unfortunately, because I have a different perspective. So that way we can still move your token around and stuff like that, and do all your rolls.
Yes,
Now,
for
once
Dave.
I have a good spot where I don't really need to keep moving the camera, it should be fine.
All right, David, do you see?
Also, we're gonna switch to Foundry in the next week or two, so we won't have to use Roll20. I think one of the big things about Foundry is it will hopefully run smoother with bigger maps as well.
Garrett,
And if
why
not,
can't
then
you
we'll just
see in
blame
front of
Garrett.
you?
I can't see in front of me.
You should have a circle around
Okay,
you,
so
right?
he can.
I have dark
but
vision.
Garrett has dark vision, so everything seems gray when you have
It's in
dark
black
vision.
and white.
Oh,
So like technically, okay, well we don't need to do that because this combat's gonna take a minute. So let's go. Let's get started. Okay.
Yeah.
If it continues, David, though, stop me and let me know. I'm not trying to have you like not be able to see anything or understand what's going on.
Yeah, I think
Garrett's
I'm-
streaming, so if it gets
Should be good now that I found my character. Just took forever to figure out, like, to scroll down to it.
all right. So up first will be this guy right up here.
That
Who
does
watches
nothing
this
for me. Right up here.
right here? Yeah, that most of you can't see. So those of you who can see far enough see this null number 2 labeled. He pulls out
Yep.
this janky looking spear that he has tipped, that's all rusted and covered in blood. He has one lazy eye and another pulpous one that bulges out of its the socket, almost his lazy tongue that hangs down. There's bits and pieces of flesh and scrap cloth that hang from his jowl, and he darts forward towards this little girl who's running away from him, and he's going to attempt to stab her in the back.
Perfect.
There's a 9 to hit.
She's a quick one.
It's a little girl. She has like an armor probably of like 3.
No. She can move.
So, as Garrett did predict, little girls may be quick, but they're not difficult to hit. And you watch as the gnoll reels back, jumps forward, and doesn't quite get the blow he was intending, trying to stab her in the back. It more so kind of scrapes down her waist and like opens up the bottom of her calf as she's just screaming out in pain as this creature's on top of her.
What just happened?
That
We
is
don't
the
know.
end of history. And you guys just hear
I didn't see any of that.
these
What happened?
horrendous screams of this little girl just crying for mercy, and this demonic-like creature just feasting upon her. All right. Up next is going to be this guy, who most of you still can't see. Isn't that fun? All right. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, whoop, 20, 25. And you guys just all hear the hurried, rushing sounds of some larger creature in the back that I think only Korg can see from the current location that everyone's standing in. You can hear it just barking out various disgruntled sounds and everything. It's a little more focused, though, as if it may be giving commands or leading the others in some capacity. And with that, Korg, you watch as the leader walks up behind the first gnoll that attacked this little girl, and he barks a command at her, or at the gnoll, excuse me, and the gnoll lunges back once more before just clenching his entire jaw around the top of this little girl's head, just biting into her skull as her eyes just roll into the back of her head. Right, up next is Tito.
Jesus Christ.
Tito, all you could hear was just the horrible screams of a young child being brutally murdered by some sort of savage creature off in the darkness.
Tito doesn't like what's happening.
So who does and doesn't have dark vision?
I can see.
Tito says, I can't see
90%
shit.
of the
Communicate.
map.
I can't see anything either. Okay.
It's pretty split.
Oh my god, moving my guy is just like... It's brutal.
If you'd like, I can move it for you. If you want to like point to where you'd want to be moved.
How long would it take for me to describe what I see? So I know they're only like 6-second turns, right?
Yeah, so I'll say during your turn, if you want to like bark out the or like shout out the placement of like a handful that you see, like it's not too unrealistic for you to like as you're rushing forward, being like one at 6 o'clock and one at like noon or whatever the fuck you military people say.
When at noon.
Okay.
So it's tough. Like you're not gonna be able to probably shout the command of like every individual one because there are a bunch of them from the sounds that you can hear, but you could definitely share a good amount of information on your turn with your comrades.
Okay.
Sorry, Tito.
Can I speak during their turns or no?
Maybe a little bit, but not. It'll be more so to be them prompted because we try to let whatever's happening be each individual person's turn.
Yep, gotcha.
So
And
Tito can... He's gone, dude. I don't see him. He's gone.
Taking a defensive position. Oh, wait, slow. Taking defensive position. Okay, Tito withdraws
I have
into
more
his
of a meta
shell.
question. The spells that I know based on like innate magic, those take up spell slots when I use them.
Yes, they'll take up a spell slot when you use them, but they don't take up like a prepared spell number. Do you know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
prepared, but
So
they
it's part of my
cost you slot to use.
they're part of my 2 casts per day.
Yes, they
Or for
if you
rest or
choose to
whatever.
use them,
Yeah.
they will be. And with that, Tito pops back into his shell. Korg and Snicket, you can see that this one woman who was running away with a horrified look on her face as Tito rushed by her. She was
I also yelled,
begging
"Get
for him
behind me!" to the
She was-
civilian.
Okay. So she was begging for Tito to get in there and to save some people. Tito yells, "Get behind me!" And for a brief moment, you can see like a slight amount of relief start to go over this woman's face before Tito just pops into his shell, and her relief is just instantly returned to dread.
Well, I don't see you fighting, bitch.
Anything else, Tito? Or I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. You're in your shell.
Don't be
at
mad.
this
My
point,
shells,
so-
my clothes are harder than yours. You know what? I tell her to run the other direction. Don't get behind me anymore.
It's muffled from inside your shell.
Yep. All right, Guy, you're next. What would you like to do, bud?
I yell out, Tito, do you see anything?
Can't see shit still.
Okay.
I see
will.
one wretched bitch running by.
1, 2.
You know, if you hold it down and hold Q, you can like measure, like it'll measure as you drag your guy.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I think
what was that?
it's Q. There's a button you can hold down. I think it's if you hold down your guy and then you hit Q.
it
Yeah,
is
Q. It measures as you're dragging your guy.
I don't see anything happening.
Like if you
Oh, what?
if you click your guy and like
Spoilers.
click and hold it, but so while you're dragging him around, hold Q or just hit Q once, and the thing should pop
Oh,
up.
okay. Yeah.
So I will also say for those of you who are spellcasters and ranged attackers, even though you might not be able to see something that's going on, let's just say I describe like sounds and you hear creatures off in the distance. That doesn't mean you can't throw a spell or an arrow or a hand axe or whatever you do. You'll just make an attack at disadvantage with potentially an added benefit to the enemy's AC depending upon the
Okay.
situation.
From here, can I tell what is this? How do I ping?
Oh, I think you
Which
hold.
is right here.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
that
the big
doorway to
the
a
big
building.
yeah, it's all doorways to buildings, or it's windows that you see into homes.
is that
up
a
and down the
window or a
street.
doorway?
It's
It's
a window.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have gone
So
over there.
that's what you can see in through it.
Oh, I was gonna try to.
It is right next to it, though.
That does make sense. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a door. Like,
Yeah,
why can I see through
I
the
was
door?
about to go in there, but if that's just a window,
glass door.
You can certainly break the.
I mean,
window
realistically,
open.
if that's the only like source of light, I mean, you would probably go towards it. It's better than fumbling around in the dark. Because I mean, from there, you could go to the window and you could feel around for maybe a door or something like that.
Are any of these other things doors? Like, mine won't ping, I guess.
I mean,
Okay.
not that you can see. Anything that you can see probably is not a door.
So pretty much, so I can look at everyone else's perspective. So if you ever have any questions, I can look specifically to see what you're seeing to help give like a better generalization of what's going on. So pretty much all these streams of light that you see off in the distance, John, are all going to be other various windows with just sources of light coming out and being emitted from the homes. So the vision that is blocked to you is like the side of the house, like the wall of a building, inhibiting you to see any further into the building. They all have doors to enter into the houses. They're just like general homes of the public. This is a street you guys have walked up and down once or twice before since being in Nassau. Whether or not the doors are unlocked, you're not sure right now. But there's definitely activity and light inside of most of these homes from what you can tell.
Okay, if those are that, then I'm not gonna go all the way across. I thought that was an open door.
Because the sounds of the actual enemies and the sounds of people crying out bloody murder are coming from here. I know you probably can't see pings, so these are coming from this direction.
Gotcha. 15, 20. All right. And these are not doors to my right, correct?
No, that is. Here,
It
let
is?
me do this. I will make a little drawing mark where there's doors on all of these. I should have done that before. That's my fault.
Okay, that. All right, thank you. All right, so 20 feet to here. The door is closed. I'm assuming?
Yeah, all these doors are closed, but I will mark all of them with a green line, like a neon green line.
Open this door.
Okay.
Where's the door unlocked?
As you go to see if the door is unlocked, the handle quickly kind of shimmies and it opens up. Let me see. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to juggle multiple layers now because dynamic lighting. So let me do this. I'll delete that. And you are free to enter, sir.
And is
And you, as you kind of open up this door, you can see a woman kind of cowering off in the corner. Her expression looks terrified as you enter into her home, or this home. I guess you don't know if it's hers or not. And she just tenses up, and you can see her shaking, but she doesn't even speak. She seems to be so frightened.
all right. Then I will. All right, so that was just. Did opening the door, was that an action?
We'll say that's your interaction for the turn.
Okay. In that case, could I use as an action? One second. I have magical tinkering.
Okay.
Whoa.
Can I do all 5 objects at once as an action, or is
Let's
it
see.
one object, one action?
Site is mining Bitcoin on my CPU. I think David's just mining Bitcoin.
I wish.
On my CPU.
It says you can bestow magic.
Let's see. Whenever.
It's like every once in a while my CPU spikes up to 100%.
Is equal to my intelligence modifier. What is my intelligence modifier?
This ability, you must have thieves' tools or arson's tools in hand. You need to touch any tiny non-magical object.
So I can affect. I basically want to have like these affect 4 objects.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I know what you're doing. That's dope.
Yeah.
You're gonna have what you just want to have all of them emit the bright light in a 5-foot radius and a dim light in another 5.
Yes.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, if I could like toss them a couple or one.
Let's see here. Okay. Well, let me read over this real quick and make sure.
Oh, it looks like you can only do one at a time.
It does seem to be only one at a time. It says you touch a non-magical object as an action.
Okay, so could I do that as an action and as a bonus action, like toss it? As far
if you,
as I
if you
could?
want to do both, I'm fine with that. If you want to take up your action and bonus action to just find some, I don't know, like a fucking fork and just make it glow the bright light.
That's what I'll do. 1 second.
That's sick.
Shiny fork.
Did you say shiny cork?
Shiny fork.
Oh.
Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, just go ahead and do that for me if you could. I'm on a phone call. 1 second.
What is that? A mushroom?
Well, it was supposed to be a fork or a spoon, but doesn't look very good. So we're just gonna go with wow. Why would I Google fork as a horse coming up on Roll20's search engine?
That's weird.
Fork country, baby.
Oh, dude, this is gonna give like 10 feet of light.
I don't care. Yeah, it only gives 10. It's not even that much. A token
That's
emits
2 squares,
a bright
ain't it?
light in a no. So 5 feet's 1 square.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 4 squares.
so
So
yeah,
this
no,
say he
2 by
throws
2.
it to about.
Actually, no, it'll be more than that. Whoa, that's really bright light.
That's sick. Yeah.
Wait, how much is
That-
it giving off? Is
That
it
doesn't
giving
seem
off-
right.
Is it
It
giving
looks
off
like
too much?
it's not centered around there. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, what?
Because I'm
Right.
seeing it lighting up like over here even.
I honestly can't tell because I think it's in my vision, so I don't know what it did.
Okay, now it looks like it's working, right?
No, I think it's
Okay.
right. I think it's right.
Oh,
yeah,
I
it's
can
right.
see it. Yeah,
Oh, what
it's
is-
doing a
what is-
3.
You just
What I
exposed
do-
all of that for me though.
That's fine. I'm not. Well, everyone could have seen it realistically. But I don't understand why. There's like another. It's like interacting with something strange. I'm not sure what's happening. It's weird.
It's fine.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, you're good.
Uh,
I think that's where it was. Or probably more so like here, actually, kind of looking at the angle.
I think it's combining like with the other light source. and
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
it's really weird. I'm not sure what it's doing.
I mean, I guess if there's 2 light sources on the same square, they would stack. Which
well, it's
makes
like weird
sense
because
to
like
me.
you can't see like the 10-foot dim light. Like it's not showing up. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's
the
like-
dim light isn't showing.
Because
up
when
the
he
way that
moves it up
should.
one square, it like looks like I'd expect it to look. But as soon as he moves it down, it like eats it up and then like
Here,
doesn't even show the
let's
dim
just-
light.
yeah, I don't see anything.
Let's just change it just for the sake of. Here, does that do anything?
Oh, that
I
makes it
see
look.
the edge of
See a
that.
we
big
go.
ass ring.
That's
that
the
looks
one I was
better.
expecting. Yeah.
I
there
don't.
we go.
I don't. If you look at my view,
No, yeah, you really can't see it because of the angle of the window kind of blocks it off. But like right here, John, is like part of where the light is coming from what the fork you threw out the window.
gotcha.
So like if you were to stand like right here,
That's a super wide fork.
now you can see it.
It's a giant fork.
Can I like stick my head out and be able to see like that, or is the window not
Well,
open?
I'm assuming
Like-
that you just push the window open as you like threw something out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could realistically stick your head out and see. But you also would just be sticking your head out the window. I'm not sure if you're trying to how like stealthy or sneaky you're trying to be.
Yeah, I was just trying to get it, but that's fine. That's basically what I wanted, is to like look out and get a rough gauge of what's happening. But yes.
Okay. Very nice. Where did my initiative tracker
Yeah, I was
go?
gonna say, where did that go?
Okay,
Oh,
here
there
we
it
go.
is.
All right, end of your turn, guy.
Yes.
Up next will be this guy up here, who's gonna, and he's going to, as he's lunging forward at this little girl, he's going to make a bite attack against her. An 8. Why are they rolling so poorly? Luckily, they're little children, so it doesn't matter. But like, Jesus,
All the low rolls for the civilians.
I think
all the nat 20s are gonna come towards us.
the only one who can see it off in the distance is Korg. You can hear the screams of a little girl as a Knoll mauls down on top of her and begins
God.
gnawing at her legs. It's the end of his turn. Up next will be the Knoll Fleshnar. 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to attack the blacksmith over here. Yeah, but he gets to make 3 attacks. So
Oh,
this
yowza.
guy's probably toast. So first is the bite. 13 does hit, but rolled the lowest damage possible. This is okay. And then 2 with the short sword. 9 does not hit. There we go!
Oh,
Let's go!
yowza!
So it's actually going to be 12 damage to the blacksmith, he's still standing, actually.
What a beast!
I
I mean, I don't know what he
letters.
looks like, but I just assume.
Or you could just kind of see, because you're already focused on this little portion of the town down this way after hearing the cries of another young girl being attacked. You can see as this different Knoll who has like short swords like almost taped around his arms just rushes forward and attacks this youngish looking human with like orange hair pulled back into a ponytail, swipes upwards at him with the short sword, once misses, bites into his shoulder, and the individual is able to fend him off, and you think, oh, this guy's pretty good. And then you watch as the Knoll almost takes off one of his arms entirely with the short sword before you think, maybe not. That's the end of the Knoll Fleshnar's turn. Up next is Mr. Zarek. What would you like to do?
So I am going to pull my bow off of my backpack. So it's kind of ready. And sorry, I'm distracted trying to. Oh, there it is. Yeah. And then I'm gonna like throw my back. I'm gonna drop my backpack to the side, like right here. And then I'm going to move over to here, and then try to open that door.
Okay. This door opens up without a problem. Go ahead and get rid of that.
It's so interesting just being utterly alone. Oh, I see some.
More light is exposed.
And then
God.
As you
I
enter into this home, Zarek, you see this younger woman kind of doing her best to hide underneath like a bench and bundles of blankets and pillows. Her eyes are just kind of poking over the top of one of them, and you can see her staring at you.
want to say, hey lady, don't worry, I'm not here. I'm here to help you. What is this actually like a real fire?
Yep.
What kind of like what kind of fire? Is it like a wood fire?
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
like a controlled wood fire within the home for warmth and for light.
Okay. I guess I've already opened the door, so I can't really do anything with that.
It's just an interaction to open the door, so you still have bonus action and action left.
I used all my move too, because I was thinking I want to try to grab a piece of wood out of here and toss it out into the open. But
If you want to use like bonus action and action to do that, you could.
I'd have to move though. I mean, I'm not close enough to it,
Um,
so I'd have to
Jeffrey
either like
does not have 5-foot arms.
You'd have to dash
yeah, you would.
and that would use my that would use my action.
action.
Well, it'd be bonus
Uh,
action. You're a rogue. Well, it's either technically.
Or I mean, because I need to pick it up and throw it. Like that's two separate things, right?
So
I could go ahead and pick it up right now.
Picking something up is like an interaction, but you opened a door, which would be your interaction.
Yeah.
Now, that's
So I
not
could
to
use
say
an
you can't
action-
pick something up, but it would take. It's going to take more at this point to do it. It would probably
Yeah.
take like an action to pick it up. If
Yeah.
you want to pick it up and throw it, I'll.
Here, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Because I can dash as my bonus action.
If you want to pick it up and immediately throw it as an action, I'm okay with that. That's not a big deal.
I don't do that. I want to
Okay.
dash. I want to use my bonus action to dash, and I want to use my action to pick up a piece of wood from the fire.
I'm assuming like a burning
Yes,
one. Okay.
yeah. And then
Okay.
now I have 20 feet of extra movement. I want to go here,
Okay.
and then that was 10, and then I guess I'll stay here then. And I'll say, don't worry guys, I'll light this up so you can see.
You're just a shining beacon. Maybe. I don't know. Hey.
A target.
Oh, that helps. A lot.
Welcome.
Okay, we will say that controlled by Garrett J for now, so you can move this torch around. Garrett
Okay.
follows Zark to signify you holding it.
I'll tell you, I'm not gonna be holding up for much
What I
longer.
will say is that it's not a controlled flame in the way that a torch is. You can already tell that the light is
It's
not as bright as a
diminishing.
torch light, and it's diminishing quickly, especially out in the cold.
And that ends my turn.
Okay, up next is going to be this other gentleman who no one can see. 25. He's going to go ahead and use his action to dash. 30. Horgue watches one knoll quickly scoops around the backside of the house that Zarek just ran into, and now there's one merely 15-20 feet away from you, quickly rushing on all fours in your direction.
Towards me?
Towards you, Korg, yes. And it is your turn next as well. How convenient.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my action to summon my packed glaive. I just reach my hand up and out of thin air materializes a glaive with a couple sparks for flavor. And then, let's see.
Is it an action to summon it, or is it just a bonus action?
It's an action.
Really? That stinks.
At least I'm pretty sure it's an action.
Can you
Yeah,
prep?
you can use your action to create a packed weapon.
Okay, so this is something we haven't really talked about a whole lot, but it is up to you and your choice of how you think Korg would think. So Korg would hear all these various sounds of people screaming, of violence, of sounds of some sort of hyena-like creature off in the distance, and you guys then were choosing to run towards that sound. It's totally like realistic or feasible for Korg to have been, I want my weapon in my hand in this situation. Now, if you don't think that's something Korg would have done, that's totally fine. But I'm not trying to make you eat the first turn in combat to just summon your weapon. The choice is yours, though.
Like I can have it, like rolling as initiative, I can summon my weapon at the same time?
So not technically.
You were running over to like
situation. So
You would have had it summoned, most likely.
This was prep. Like, you guys were kind of aware. You didn't know what you were running into, but it's fair to assume that all of your characters thought you were running into something not so good based off of the sounds that you heard. You saw people running in fear in the other direction. There was, at the end of last session, someone, like, ran past the bar you guys were at and said, like, oh god, help, they're killing them. So, like, that's a situation where it's perfectly reasonable for you to already have your weapon pulled out. Now, if you guys were, like, at camp having dinner and then, like, fucking bandits shot you in the back and you didn't know you were there, then yeah, then in that situation you would have to go ahead and do it during combat. But
Gotcha.
in this, I'm okay with you saying, like, hey, I would have drawn, like, it's the same thing as, like, a paladin would have drawn his weapon running up to this situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. I'm just trying to, like, present this as, like, what a fair part of the situation would have been. Your choice.
Okay. Well, I guess I will already have my glaive in hand then.
Yep. Super fair. Very realistic in this situation.
I am going to step forward. And I'm going to go towards Guy.
Okay.
Wait, where was I? Over
Yep.
here? How do you do the measure?
Hold it.
one?
and then hit Q.
I have to hold my character and hit Q.
Yeah, if you like click and drag, like click and drag, and then you hit Q, an arrow will pop up from your starting square.
Okay, so here, and then I'm gonna yell to Zarek, "Watch behind you." There's a knoll at the corner, and then let's see. I can move extra on an action, right?
Yeah,
If you use an action,
if
yeah.
you want to take your action to dash, you can double your movement for this turn.
You can also hold an action.
True. Yeah, that's true. You can also hold an action.
Can I dash and ready?
Like, ready what?
Like ready my glaive?
It's gonna take your action to do like a held action to, like, if something moves in your range, you'll hit it. But your action would be to dash if you chose to dash.
Okay, I'm gonna just ready my glaive
Okay.
here in the doorway.
And if anything gets within, what, 10 feet is glaive range, correct?
So
Yeah, 10.
I have a question.
Yes.
If something is a bonus action to do,
Mm-hmm.
how do you ready that? Like,
That's
say you
a
have a
good
spell,
question.
or can you ready that?
That's a good question, and I'm not sure. Let me see.
I mean, it's not important right now, at least for me. But
Okay, well, if it comes up and it is important, I will look it up, and we'll see if we can find a ruling on it. And if there isn't one, we will make one. one. But for now, if it's not an issue, we'll keep going.
It might be useful for me to know.
Though. Okay.
Because I was just thinking, I was wondering if I would get a attack of opportunity if I'm in my shell and you run away.
That you will not get. You won't get an attack of opportunity in your shell, but an attack of opportunity is also a reaction, not a bonus action.
Gotcha. Alright, well, either way, that was all I was wondering, so that satisfies me.
Okay. Alright, anything else, Korg?
No, I think that's it.
Alright. Up next is going to be this fine gentleman over here. He's going to dart forward 10 feet, pulling out his spear as he stabs it into this woman next to him.
Oh.
Yeah, he does, because he hit her. Right, let me see. I have to look up.
Man, I am not liking those hit rolls.
Alright. So, I think actually most of you can see this.
No.
I can.
I think everyone except for Guy can see that this Knoll darts forward, plunges his spear into the abdomen of this woman, and it pops out the head on the other side before he rips it back out of her. He shouts out and cries in a fury, and he's going to use his rampage ability. 5, 10, 15.
Oh, I
And
see
he's
him.
I'm gonna make a bite attack against this little girl here. That is gonna hit, and he's going to latch down his teeth across the leg of this little girl as she screams out in pain as she falls to the ground. You can see her leg is just kind of bent off to the side, broken from the impact of the creature's teeth as he bit into her. All right, end of his turn.
Oh, God.
Next is this guy. I believe he's already killed her. I just didn't X her off. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And stumbling upon a massive green shell out in the wilderness, he does the one thing Knolls know how to do. He tries to poke it with his spear. That's not what we wanted to do. That's the wrong one. Does a 20 hit, Tito?
Nope, you're gonna need a 21, buddy.
21. God damn, the shell is strong. You guys watch as this Knoll rushes up and just tries to slam his spear into the side of Tito's shell. You all kind of cringe, just assuming it's gonna like bust into the shell, but no avail. A little head of the spear kind of snaps off, and then Knoll just kind of looks shocked and confused as his spear butts off of Tito's hard outer green shell. It's the end of that guy's turn.
Tito quietly whispers, "Shit, that was close."
Oh, hold on. I skipped one. That is that guy's turn, but I have to do this guy's turn over here real quick. Nope, that's not what I want. 5, 10, 15.
That's within 10.
Yeah, that's within 10 feet. Go ahead and take an attack against this Knoll that rushes out from the backside of this house for me, Korg. Right, 15 just hits. 4 points of slashing damage, is that right?
Yep. The fucking natural one.
Okay, that's what happened. It's like, why is this so low? I was really confused for a second. Kind of catching you by surprise, Korg. You just instinctively kind of just swing your glaive in an outward motion towards the creature as it rushes up on you. Kind of just slicing into its shoulder a little bit, not doing very much damage. And then he is going to... He's going to pull out his longbow, and he's going to shoot you with his longbow, Korg.
It's fucked up, dude.
Alright, a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Watches this Knoll pulls off like this longbow made and tied together of various creatures' bones, and he has this thick piece of string as he pulls it back and he shoots out this little janky arrow. It kind of slices against your lower leg, Korg. Just a little bit of damage, just a little meaty 5 points of piercing damage.
Is it a metal arrow?
It is a metal arrow.
So I should have resistance to it then.
Correct, you do. So you will
So
go
it's
ahead and
3?
take only 3 points of piercing damage. Yeah. All right. Sorry. So that was that guy's turn. That guy already went. I just did out of order. Da, da, da. Okay. Up next will be the Null Pack Lord. Gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, actually, I have to roll to see if he gets his Incite Rampage back. He does not.
He had 1 use.
No, he only
5
has
to 6
one use
uses.
and it recharges. Well, no, it recharges on a 5 to 6. I have to roll a d6 at the start of his turn.
Gotcha.
All right, you watch as the Null Pack Lord walks up with a frenzied rage across his face. He takes this large pickaxe-like weapon that he has, and he quickly plunges it into the back of this little girl who's lying on the ground in front of him. And the life quickly leaves her eyes as as the weapon pierces into her soft, meaty flesh. He quickly yanks his pickaxe out of this girl's back, and he lets out a devious howl. And all you can hear is a cacophony of various null sounds coming from all across the village.
These gnolls.
Up next is Tito. What would you like to do as you just hear the frenzied sound of the gnolls all around you echoing through your shell?
Well, first I'm going to mention that I forgot that I have the option of taking on physical characteristics of my totem.
Oh, okay.
Your shell grows fur.
I was thinking about that, but I think instead, if it's okay, I'm gonna opt for a roar.
Oh, you want to be
Your
able to
shell
roar like
roars?
a bear?
Yeah, like a bear roar.
Yeah.
I think that's
Oh,
physical.
yeah.
Ooh, that's dope.
So
yeah.
from inside of Tito's shell, you all just hear...
Yeah, I'm just gonna roar.
He's out of breath.
He's panting.
There we go. He had a tough time getting out of his shell there for a second, but he's good now. He's good.
And I am going
Totem
to...
has to charge.
I'm gonna reserve all my shit while I hold on to Scraffy's tooth in my shell. I'm just gonna reserve everything.
Wait, you mean Scruffy? Scruffy's the one that died. Scrappy's alive.
I can't keep him straight. The dead one.
You pick this thing's tooth and you're
Dude,
like,
you freaking
you're like,
racist.
"Oh, what's your face?"
But yeah, I'm gonna save my action, bonus action, movement, all of it.
We can't save movement.
You can only save an action, unfortunately.
I'm saving it all.
You can only save an action, unfortunately.
What does that even mean, by the
He
way?
just roars and then stays in his shell.
So, it mostly
Like-
means a better phrase to use is ready in action. And what that means is you can effectively say, I'm going to hit anybody if they get within range.
Yeah,
Or-
like I can't see anybody now, but as soon as I see someone, even though it's not my turn, I'm gonna fire at them.
which is what Korg just did.
Gotcha. So
if
I
you're
can't.
a spellcaster, you can also ready spells, but there's a little more nuance to that. But you ain't got to worry about that as a barbarian.
Yeah, and I have nothing too ready, so yeah, I'm just gonna do nothing.
You're just going to stay in the shell?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, end of Tito's turn. Up next is Guy. You can...
Oh wait.
Now,
Oh sorry.
of course-
Hold on. I might do
What's
one
up,
thing.
what's up? Okay.
I just had a brilliant idea.
Okay.
Holy shit! This is so smart. Okay, I'm gonna rage, and I'm gonna stay
Wow.
in my shell.
Oh my.
What did that do?
He now takes half damage from every source except for psychic damage.
Oh god.
And
He's just pent up. He's listening to Rage Against the Machine inside his shell right now and just getting games.
So something does have to hit you though for you to continue raging.
Yeah,
If
I'm
nothing
kind
hits
of.
you won't continue raging.
I'm expecting these guys to hit me, so I mean, but yeah, I do appreciate the reminder.
Of course. Okay, easy enough. So
And
you guys
that-
just hear.
That was the reason for my roar. I'm sorry, I had to explain
Okay.
that there was a reason for it. Now,
We needed a lower explanation.
You guys hear Tito charging up like a Super Saiyan bear inside of his shell, expecting fury like no other to just pop out any second now. But wait as you do, nothing happens. And that's
He
the
raged
end of-
so hard and pooped himself.
You just watch as all of the gnolls just kind of focus in on the shell. They were just like prepared for like some sort of visceral creature to just emerge from the inside, and nothing. Up next is Guy.
All right, so can I stick my head out of the window? real quick? Just like peek.
Just do a little peek, see what's going on in the outside world.
Oh dear. What is that object? What did I throw?
You threw
Fork.
a fork.
Threw a
But unfortunately, that's as small as I can make it. So
Okay. One.
I can make it a mega fork.
Mega fork.
Mega fork.
Oh god.
Whoa.
I can only see
It's
a little bit of it.
huge.
All right. 1, 4. All right. I want to do fairy fire. 4. 1, 2. Right there.
All right, easy enough. So everyone in that space has to make, what is it, a dexterity saving throw?
DC 14.
14.
Dex.
DC 14 dex. All right, we'll do null number 2 first. I don't know why it's rolling with it. We're not doing that. That's dumb. I'm just gonna roll my dice. That looks janky. Okay, that's a 7 plus. I don't think it matters. Not gonna be. Okay, yeah. So it's an 8 for him, so he fails. The effect of fairy fire. I don't even know what we're gonna use to show that. We'll just do a little yellow dot. Up next, we know number 3
They get outlined. 10-foot radius.
gets an 11. That's
Oh, yeah,
also a
dim light.
fail. And the null attack lord gets a 4. So they all fail. So they all let
So
off
much
a dim
lighter.
light.
10-foot radius.
Yeah,
10-foot race around them.
Yes.
Mhm.
Is it bright?
no,
It just
dim.
says
Yeah,
a
just-
dim light.
Low light.
Oh. It added
It
nothing.
doesn't do a whole lot.
To me, it does.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. I can't see squat.
I'm a ratty boy. I can see everything.
All right.
What's this guy in the back?
If I move, is that a? No.
No, you're on the other side of a wall. You're good where you're at right now. He will not get an attack of opportunity against you.
All right. So I'll pop that off.
Oh, that's you just poking your head out? Okay.
Yeah. As a bonus
So
action.
technically you still in this
Yeah,
square then. Like
As a
over here.
bonus action, can I give Korg my experimental healing potion? Just hand it to him.
Is handing
That'd be an
off-
interaction, I think.
Is handing off a bonus action. Yeah, Garrett could also do it. It could be an interaction.
Oh yeah. It says on D&D Beyond, interact with an object. Hand an item to another character is
Okay.
considered an
So, interaction. So it won't even be a bonus action. It will be an interaction.
Oh, okay. All right. I give Korg my experimental healing potion for him to use. However,
Thanks. Nice.
and
I catch it one-handed. Put it in my pouch. What does it do?
it'll heal you.
Just like a regular healing potion?
Kind of, yes. I think it's a little bit less.
The drinker regains a number of hit points equal to 2d4 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, that's actually pretty. So it's 2d4 plus.
And
4.
your intelligence mod. Which is
Yeah.
actually slightly better than a regular healing. Actually, no, that's exactly the same.
2d4 plus 4.
I'm
So
pretty sure that's a regular healing potion.
Okay. All right. And then let's see. Oh, jeez, crap. One, two, three. All right. I'll pop. Well, actually, I'll go this way, so maybe they won't find me.
Oh, he's gone.
Yep. And that's it.
All right, end of guy's turn. Where's this guy? Where the fuck? Oh, here he is. Okay, and this guy's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20.
I'm going to the bathroom. Be right back.
30. 15.
Ah.
He's gonna run right into the Fairy Fire, not care, because they're stupid fucking gnolls. He got a natural 20 though, so he didn't fail that deck save. Next will be this guy. 30.
Oh man, that's a lot of nulls.
End of that guy's turn. Up next is Zarek. What would you like to do, sir? You can just kind of see a handful more gnolls just descending upon the scene. It seems like whatever sort of cry the leader let out just a moment ago was some sort of rallying cry or order given to the rest of them.
So, I'm assuming that I don't know how you're playing the fire diminishing, that I have, the torch.
We'll
I want to
say
go
it's
ahead.
the same right now.
Okay, I want to go ahead and toss it like as far as I can, just in this general vicinity, just so I can give myself some more vision.
Okay, yeah, because it's
I don't know
only
how far I
been
can
6
throw it.
seconds since it was the end, since your last turn. So, go ahead and make an strength check for me. So let's see how far you can throw it.
Moo.
All right. What happened?
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
20, baby.
Dude,
Good.
slung that thing.
So we'll say that it lands pretty
Right next to me.
ideally right here.
Perfect.
5 feet away.
So, as the shrieks around me have I've gotten tilted. I'm starting to lose my vision. I'm having trouble now with all the death that's happening around me. So I want to fumble backwards kind of, and as I'm fumbling backwards, I want to knock an arrow and take a shot at this gnoll. And is he considered engaged with Tito?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so I'll have advantage on that. Right?
Yep.
Okay. And then that's also going to proc my sneak attack. Because he is...
If it is, you get advantage if any of those guys have yellow dots. I can't see what's going on.
The attack just because of Fairy Fire. I'm assuming you're attacking this one here, Null number 2.
Yeah, sorry, that one, yeah.
Yeah, you get advantage on him just because of Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Which will give you sneak attack because you have advantage on your roll.
Okay, so I'm assuming I hit him with the 25.
25 indeed hits, so go ahead and roll that fat damage.
So here's the arrow shot, and then here comes the sneak attack. Where's sneak attack? Oh, there it is.
9 with just that.
Whoa!
There we go. Fucking rogues, baby. What is that? 16 points of damage?
Yep. And then I want to I am this is mentally affecting me, and I want to stumble back inside kind of, and then use my bonus action to kind of stealth or hide.
Right, you said bonus action hide. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. That's 11. Alright, let's see. Hold on, give me just a second, guys. I gotta look something up real quick. Alright, so you guys watch as Zarek is just kind of fumbling around, almost drunkenly maybe. He just looks seriously affected by the situation everyone is in. He's shooken in some way. He kind of quickly pulls out an arrow from his quiver and begins to aim and ready it. He fires it quickly at one of the gnolls standing over Tito, and it pierces deeply into the creature's chest. You can see blood begins to pour out immediately as the creature lets out a yelp of pain. And as Zarek kind of just quickly tucks back into the house and just trying to find some sort of cover for himself, Korg and Guy, you watch as this greenish mist begins to just illuminate off of the knoll, and it swipes at Tito quickly, dealing.
Oh, by the
Hell
way,
yeah, dude.
I forgot to tell you this before. I think you have advantage because I'm technically prone.
Oh, attacks against you, yeah. And Tito, you take 2 points of necrotic damage, halved to 1 because you are raging.
Oh yeah.
All right. End of Zarek's turn. Up next is Null number 5. Ooh, let's see here. So realistically, his angle is so bad he might not even seen Zarek do that. Let's see how perceptive he is. Perception check. Dude, Nulls are fucking stupid. Okay. This guy is going to use his action and movement to dash at Korg. Gets right up on you as he just starts yelping and screeching directly in your face, Korg. He just reeks of just blood and dirt all across his jaw.
Inky boy.
It's the end of his turn. Up next is Korg.
Okay. This got weird. I can't hit right next to me with a reach weapon, can I?
No, I believe you can. It just means that it has a reach of up to 10 feet.
Oh, sick. Okay. Okay, so if I move out of, so this guy is in my reach. If I move out, is that consider him leaving my range for
No,
an
'cause
attack
you'd
of
be-
opportunity?
Attack of opportunity
Because
for
you'd
him.
be leaving his range. Or, excuse me, but you're getting out of your own range. He's not leaving yet.
Okay, gotcha. Oh man, this makes me wish I had taken something else that I thought about. Okay, I'm
It's
gonna
okay.
cast.
2 sessions from now, you'll be like, damn, I'm glad I took this thing I took.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, that. How much is 15 feet? That's 3 squares.
Yeah, 15 feet is 3 squares.
If they can't see, do they get attacks of opportunities?
So it's not always based solely upon sight. So depending upon the situation,
Oops.
if they have good sense of smell or hearing or anything like that, or if they're aware that something's nearby, they'll still take the attack. It's just going to be at disadvantage or potentially at a higher penalty. But sometimes if you do it correctly, like it might just totally block them off from being able to see anything. It can kind of depend on the creature and the situation.
Okay, well then I'm gonna cast. Actually, no, I'm not. Fuck. All right, I just want to attack this guy right here.
Okay, just want to hit him with your glaive.
Yeah.
Easy enough. Go ahead and roll to hit for me. 16 hits. That's 8 points of slashing damage, yeah?
And then. Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah, out of your turn, Korg?
Yeah, there's not really much else that I can do, I don't think.
Yeah,
So, yep.
level D&D, you don't have a ton of options all the time.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's it.
Guy, you can see this Knoll just charges at Korg from across the street, and Korg just waiting for him at the doorstep, just quickly slaps him with his glaive one quick time as he accreaches like an owner would to a bad dog with a roll of newspaper.
Get back.
All right, up next is going to be this guy. Let's see what he's thinking. He is going to move 5 feet forward, and he's going to attack the green shell of doom.
Got advantage, don't forget.
Doom.
That shell's just taking a pounding.
Yep, he has advantage because Tito is prone.
Forgot to tell you on that first attack.
Oh,
They are both 16s, so both attacks miss as another gnoll pulls his spear high above his head and slams it down into the back hard outer shell of Tito, and his spear just quickly slides and juts off to the side, ending up just dug into the snow nearby. End of that guy's turn. Up next will be this guy, who is going to move 5 feet forward, and he's going to attack Korg with his spear. Pokey pokey. 17 to hit. Does 7 points of damage to you, Korg, as another gnoll rushes forward and kind of jabs at you with his spear. You're able to kind of move just enough out of the way that it just kind of slices across your chest. It could have been way worse, but still a pretty decent scar that'll be left for the years to come.
so that's half to 4, right?
Yes, because you have resistance to metal. Is it just non-magic metal weapons?
It just says metal.
Okay. Well, these are not even magical, so we don't have to worry about that issue right now. Okay, that's the end of that guy's turn. All right, top of initiative. Up next will be this guy. So these two who have both attacked against Tito unsuccessfully are in some sort of frenzied trance, just bashing out at Tito every chance they get. So this guy is also going to take his spear attack against Tito. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Pierce the shell.
That was that was a natural 20 with the highest damage roll. So that is 14 points of piercing damage reduced to 7, Tito, because you're raging.
Wait, 14 points?
Mm-hmm.
He critted.
Because he crit, so you double the dice. So it was 6, so double to 12, then plus the 2. But it's reduced to 7 because you're a beefy barbarian.
Where'd you see 6? Cause I see 8.
So if you hover over it, it'll tell you how it breaks down. So when you hover over it, it tells you
Oh,
that
gotcha,
8
yeah.
equals a d6 plus 2.
Gotcha. So you doubled the 6 and then added 2.
Yep. So you guys watch as this gnoll, filled with a frenzied fury, just slams his spear down onto Tito's shell, and you all are kind of trained at this point to expect nothing, but he actually manages to pierce a little down inside of the shell, and you can see a gleeful smile come across this gnoll's face as he breaks into the outer shell.
What do the boxes around those numbers mean?
The colors, I think, if it's just like a max
So
or a min.
red it means you rolled a 1, and green means you rolled the highest number possible on that die.
Oh shit, I didn't even know there was colors.
Well, there aren't to me and Garrett.
Zach's colorblind too, though.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just see
shit.
black boxes around some shit.
Stand strong, John.
It's all of us.
Okay, now if I go closer, I can tell, but I couldn't.
Okay,
just
I'll
make
remember
sure.
that so I don't do fucking green lines, which is what I
No,
normally do.
No, you're good. I can see green. I'm not that fucked up.
That's all I can see is green.
Okay, so that's the end of that guy's turn. Up next is going to be the Pack Lord, who's going to roll, see if he gets his Incite Rampage back, and he does. Snow's going to take another 5, 10, 15 steps forward, and as he's kind of just holding this pickaxe up over his shoulder and kind of leaning one hand around it, he barks out an order to one of the gnolls standing over Tito in this harsh cry, and the other gnoll whimpers as it quickly turns to him, and following orders from his leader, he slams his spear down on top of Tito once more.
Yeah, that's pretty epic.
12 and a 21. The
Oh my
21 does
God.
hit.
Oh my god.
Advantage will do that for you. So it's 8 points of piercing damage reduced to 4, Tito, because you are still raging, so you have that resistance for like fucking everything going right now. All right, that is the end of the Pack Lord's turn. Up next is Tito. You have just been getting pounded
Ooh,
and slammed
kinky.
down here.
Damn.
Tito gonna come
What did
out
I
of his
what did I
shell?
just join in on? Is this erotic D&D?
BDSM D&D.
Interesting.
Well,
Roll for penetration.
Oh god.
Tito roars out from his shell. I'm counting on you guys to kill these this time. His voice changes randomly, don't worry about it. And my turn's over.
Okay. End of Tito's turn. Up next is Guy.
Tito's useless except for taking hits.
Okay.
How's that useless?
Really
I said
not
except for
useless,
taking hits.
actually.
So if I move like down and out, would he get an attack of opportunity through a window?
No, we wouldn't say that. That's not a very feasible thing to do. No, not really.
All right, I'll look here. Oh god.
They're also they have just attacked me, so they're not really looking through the window. Right?
Did John just get vision on what's going on?
Yes, John was like back one square and couldn't see anything other than like a fucking 4x3 house. And he just could see outside as he moves a square forward.
Just hear noises. Good god.
It's awful out there, Guy. This is like some of the most, probably one of the most deadly things you've ever seen, or most deadly encounters you've been a part of. It's horrendous.
Oh wait. That's concentration. Oh, nope, that's concentration. Never mind.
You don't concentrate. Oh, you're concentrating on fairy fire.
Yep. Okay, and I will. Do I have to back up to attack this guy through the window?
What are you attacking him with?
Crossbow.
Yeah, you'd want to back up so it's not a disadvantage, because you would be, well, it'd be like a really awkward shot to make from where you're at. But the window's large enough that if you would back up, you could just take a shot, regular, from him.
Okay. Then that is what I'll do.
Okay. Back up and pop a shot.
Shoot!
Go ahead and roll a hit for me.
Where?
Any second now. 21 hits. Very nice.
Hey,
All right, 8 points of piercing damage. As a crossbow bolt flies out the window and slices across the face of the knoll to the right of you, Korg. You can see the two around you are at a higher... Okay, let me rephrase this. They're fucking pissed. But you can tell that they've both taken a pretty good beating at this point as well.
All right.
Anything else, Guy?
God, why can't I? There we go. I kind of shimmy. I look over here. I'm like, okay, that's looking a little bit better. All right, and then I will move. That's one, two. I'll move back over here. You know what? Actually. It sucks either way. Yeah,
I just see him pacing back and forth.
like I
Guy
can't
just looks nervous.
see.
He just doesn't know what to do. He's kind of freaking out back there, Korg.
All right, and that'll end my movement right here.
All right. End of Guy's turn. Up next will be this Knoll. I think he might have to remake the dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, Guy could see all the outlines of these
It
guys
just says
anyway.
when the spell is cast for fairy fire.
Yeah, but he's concentrating on it, so I don't understand what the point of it, the spell being concentration is.
He keeps up the area.
He keeps
See,
up the area.
Here's what I thought was
each
just
object in there has to. within
Yes,
range.
like when it's cast, only the objects within there have to make that, and then that's the end of the spell.
I guess he's
Uh,
concentrating. Yeah, so
didn't-
he's
this is kinda
concentrating
weird.
on keeping them illuminated. It would be
Yeah.
my interpretation. Like
Uh-huh.
he.
Not,
It's like
not on the box.
it's
Yes,
like
the box is gone then. You're just concentrating on the illuminating effect.
yeah, it's like the
And
the
the
WoW
advantage,
spell where
yeah, they would get.
that's how I
got you.
imagine it.
Yeah, I'm
Like
with
puts
you.
a beam of light on
well,
him, and then once
it
it
would
hits him,
say
they're
that the beam of
tagged.
light stays similar to like Moonbeam or something like that if the actual spell effect stayed.
Yeah, I think for a level 1 spell, the fact that that would stay would be way too OP.
Fairy Fire is already a really good level 1 spell as it is. But that being said, this other Knoll, you watch before he even moves forward, he kind of looks over towards the leader with like a sheepish look on his face, and the leader quickly snaps at him, and the Knoll rushes forward and tries to stab at Tito with the spear. As the attacks just bounce off of the back of Tito's shell, and the Knoll begins to kind of shake in fear a little bit as his attacks had no effect whatsoever. Next will be this guy. Who does he want to go for?
Fear the shell.
Oh fuck me!
No.
Well, actually, that's fine still.
Let's roll. Let's let the dice gods decide.
Oh no.
Right.
Also, I don't know if it's just a bug, but that light source went away where I threw the torch.
The light source is gone.
I can click it, but it's like there's no. Actually, I don't have vision. That's why. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
You're
probably because you're inside the house. Okay, this guy is actually just going to continue a rampage and continue killing people. He's going to bite this civilian over here. Jumps on top of her and just start stabbing into her with these short swords that are tied around his arms. And all you can hear is the last desperate pleas of a dying woman.
All
right.
I gotta get some super glue.
Super glue. John, he's into character.
I'm gonna fix her.
I'm gonna fix her. All right, up next is Zarek. What would you like to do?
All right, so I kind of lean, kind of like steady myself against the door frame and use it as to like steady my shot, and I knock another arrow, and I take another shot at this Knoll.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit for me. Attack with advantage because he's still under the effect of Fairy Fire, so you do get sneak attack. 25 hits. Sure does.
All right, and then here is the damage. That's a good damage.
This is very good damage.
I'm not even gonna use sneak attack.
Well, you have to. It's not even like a. I don't even think it's an option.
There's an option. It says, it says once per turn you can deal an extra 2d6 damage to
Oh,
one creature
okay.
you
It
hit.
is an option then.
I could attack another person and
Why
use it
would you
on them.
not? Maybe your battle goal was to kill a creature with more than 4 damage by what it had left, but now you don't get that extra perk point.
And then immediately after I take this shot, I like collapse again, like onto my knees this time, with just being overwhelmed with all the death in the air.
As you able to quickly firing off another arrow before you kind of slump against the wall of the house you're hiding in, you can hear the cry of the Knoll as the arrow pierces through its heart and the last bit of life leaves its breath, voice, mouth, whatever. This woman was hiding underneath this bench amongst all these blankets and pillows and whatnot sees you kind of sees you quickly fall to the floor and you just gasping for breath. She begins to slowly emerge from the area she was within, and she is just kind of looking at you stunned for a moment. That's the end of Zarek's turn. Up next is going to be this Knoll, who's on top of Korg, who's going to do the only logical thing and hit the guy that's in front of him. But we're mixing it up this time. He thinks we're gonna bite this time around. He's gonna lunge forward and he's gonna try to take a little snacky snack of Korg up here. Does a 9 probably doesn't hit.
Nope.
And as this Knoll lunges forward, just snapping at you with its massive fiend-like jaw, Korg, you just kind of dodge out of the way and just kind of bash its head back from whence it came. It's the end of its turn. Up next is Korg. What would you like to do?
All right, I'm gonna use my bonus action, and I'm gonna cast Hex on the 10 health guy above me.
All right.
and then I'm going to try and stab him to death with my glaive.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit for me.
Wow.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll. What is it, an extra D6? Ooh,
Well, there it is, baby.
perfect. Oh, hey,
Nice.
nifty. All right, so perfect damage as you deal 10 points of damage to this gnoll. I believe now.
Didn't mean to send it again.
Rubbing it in.
I have to do it next turn to move the hex.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Anything else, Korg?
Nope, that's it. I'm just gonna stand at the doorway protecting Guy still.
All right. Up next is Null number 3, who will do as he's been commanded. He's going to hit the Tito.
Not the Tito.
Can I ask a
bites this
question? Because it's bothering
Yes.
me. Okay, this thing says your rage lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you're knocked down or unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature or or taken damage.
Correct.
But that would be your first turn since going into rage, right?
Yes. So you would have to then it would have had to come back to your turn again, and you would have had to have not made a single attack or taken any damage, which has not happened yet.
Okay, and then follow-up question, it says at the end of the attack, so could I technically pop out of my shell, attack, and still be raged if I didn't get damaged before that next turn?
You attack at that point.
Let's see. What does it say specifically?
It's near the end there, the next to last paragraph.
It ends early if you are knocked unconscious. Or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn. So you could go you could cast rage, for lack of a better term, we're going to say, or use rage, not attack on the turn you used it, but then your next turn, you would have to either hit something by the end of your turn or have taken damage previously to
What's
not
considered
lose it.
by the
Gotcha.
end of your turn? Is it your actual activation, or could you hold an action until the last person
The
goes?
end of your turn is when Tito it moves on to the next person in initiative order past
Yeah.
Tito. Even
That
if
makes
he holds
sense.
an action, that's the end of his turn, whether he readied an action or not.
Okay, that makes sense. I've been wanting to ask, but I couldn't wait till my next turn.
You're good. I'm not worried about it. Always feel free to stop me if you have important questions that'll help you formulate your turn. Okay, up next will be this guy. No, he already attacked the Tito, and he got an 18 and a 9, and they both missed. He just, one lunges down and tries to fit his jaw into Tito's little arm and leg holes, and Tito, all you can see is this snout just snapping coming from the inside or from the outside into your shell.
Can I poke him in the nostrils?
Yeah, all you do is
Give him a little
just frustrate him and just infuriate him more. Alright, end of his turn. Up next is not that guy, you're dead.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, up next is not that guy, he's dead too. Alright, up next is the Null Pack Lord. Let's see if he gets his Incite Rampage back. He does not. Alright. He's going to take another 10, 15 steps forward, and he's going to slam his pickaxe down into the ground in front of him as he lets out another massive cry, like a challenge out to anyone around him. It's going to be the end of his turn. Up next is Tito. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna laugh from inside the shell. Ha ha ha. Stupid animal, I won't fall for that. And then wait. Shit, I haven't taken damage, have I? Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Oh, I
No, he
did.
did not this turn.
Well, before.
Yeah, but he has to take it every turn, kind
Yeah.
of. Like when he gets to his turn, he didn't. The last round, he didn't take any damage. Because we're at the top of the new round.
It's kind of weird because it's even though initiative is technically tracked from the first person to go to last person to go, which is the Null Pack Lord is the first or something, and then Null 3 is last. It's going to track it from Tito's turn to Tito's next turn. So it's going to be a little off compared to the rest of initiative.
Yeah, so I guess that means...
Oh, since it missed. Yeah, gotcha.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, it's
yeah.
not going to be just from the top to bottom. It's going to track it from Tito's turn.
Well, I think the confusing
Tito.
part is it's taking damage, not being attacked.
Yeah, you have to actually take damage. So having a 21 AC and not getting hit is great.
Yeah, it's kind of a...
Lose your rage, yeah.
Basically, it's making me less likely to take damage, but if I take damage, I take a lot less. Shit. Damn. See, this is the hard part. Alright, well, I already called the null stupid, so I'm just gonna get comfortable.
Okay.
And one more time, I'll shout out, "Come get some, stupid nulls!"
Are you trying to be intimidating, or are you just trying to like egg them on?
I'm trying to get all of the attention.
Okay, make a charisma check for me. Or we'll do performance.
Charismatic.
Same thing, effectively. Not bad. Alright, and as Tito's just crying out all sorts of horrendous insults to the various gnolls around him, you can just start to hear the cackle of all of the various ones around as they begin to cry out, egged on by Tito's jest and jokes. End of your turn, Tito?
Yeah.
Alright,
I
up next
guess.
is Guy.
I put
Still
myself in a
hiding
rough
inside this
spot.
house.
Right.
You think you're making the best out of the situation.
I'll go up 5 feet. Oh, we got some people dead. All right. And I'll stick my head out. Oh God. So could I attack? How much health does Tito have?
24.
Tito's looking pretty okay right now. He's still inside of his shell. He's looking like he's doing alright.
Oh hell yeah! What is this?
This Witcher music.
jams, yeah.
I will attack from inside here. Okay, I can't get my token.
If I'm playing music, Garrett, odds are it's either from Oblivion or Witcher
This
3.
is like freaking metal accordion.
of
I love it.
Eternity.
All right, I'll attack from inside this window. I mean, I know I can't see him from like here, but can I attack him from
Who are you looking to hit?
the guy that's on court?
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, you could even just move behind Korg and hit him,
Okay.
too.
Okay, I didn't know that. I probably would have done that last time, but that's okay.
So I know everyone might not be into, like, super goofy YouTubers and, like, D&D videos and stuff, but, this is a good video I recommend watching at some point, not necessarily right now. It will help give you a good idea of how big a 5-foot square really is, and how, like, moving in between allies or, like, shooting an arrow past an ally is,
Okay.
like, pretty feasible.
That thumbnail.
All right, I will shoot this guy, then right next to Cord.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and roll the hit for me. Alright, a 19 hits, so 6 points of piercing damage. Korga's little crossbow bolt whizzes right by you and spikes into the chest of the gnoll standing across you. He's just sliced up with various arrow wounds and one bolt sticking out of his chest. He's bleeding profusely and close to death.
And I think I will stay right here.
Alright, end of Guy's turn. Up next is this guy, who's going to attack Tito once more. Double spear. 20. Technically the 21 would have hit, so we'll roll that. We'll go with that one. So Tito, you take 3 points of piercing damage, halved to 2.
No, it's not halved anymore.
It's not half, that's right, because you're not raging. So Tito, you just take the 3 points of damage. That's the end of that Null's turn. Up next will be the Fleshnar. There's no 5. He's gonna dash to get into range of this woman, and that's gonna be the end of his turn. Alright, up next is Zarek once more.
So I want to turn to the woman that's in the room and go, I'm coming back for this. And I want to set my bow down, and I want to dash out, not actually using a dash, but I want to run out here. And as I'm running, I want to draw my a dagger in one hand and my short sword in my other hand. And then I want to make with my action, I want to attack with the short sword on this guy.
Okay.
That should be with advantage.
Correct. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Alright. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? There we go. To hit.
Yep. Both of those would have hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And then this is damage. Ow, yowza. And here's my sneak attack. Oh, dude, garbage.
God, fucking mega yowza.
And then bonus action, I want to try to hit with my dagger.
Do you have a second one?
Well, I have the short sword in one hand and the dagger in the other hand.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. You attacked with your short sword first. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll the hit for me.
I don't know if that's with advantage or not. Would that also be with advantage or no?
What's the ruling again specifically? Can I see the?
It just says. I mean, can I copy? This just says. Here.
Sometimes there's specific word. You take the attack action and the weapon you're holding when you use bonus action to it. Different lightweight menu that you're holding in the other hand. You don't add the ability modifier to the damage or of the bonus attack unless the modifier is negative. Okay. Yeah. I don't think so. You still add your modifier to the attack roll, but just not the damage roll. But unfortunately, a 13 doesn't hit.
But would it? No, I was asking. Would it be with advantage because it's still against?
What is the
guy...
ability that's giving you advantage again? What is the specific wording
it's
for
because
that?
I thought it's just because he is. What's the word? When there's
Tito.
It's like he's engaged or whatever. He's attacking Tito.
Is that a rogue rule or is that?
No, I thought that was a general rule.
If you were
flanking, that's the rule.
Flanking is the rule, so it's not always going to be guaranteed just because they're engaged with someone else that you'll get advantage. You were getting advantage previously because you were attacking the one that was under the effect of fairy fire.
But I just got advantage on this one before. I'm assuming, I don't know what that
you
was.
shouldn't have because this one doesn't have fairy fire on him, so that was my mistake.
I thought I got the advantage because he was engaged with Tito.
So I think how flanking works is if you have to like actually be on opposite sides of the creature, and the creature has to deem both things that it's being flanked by as a threat.
I could have also been stealthed after that first shot. I don't remember.
Well,
but now I'm not stealthed.
So I'm not worried about it. And you had an ally within 5 feet of the enemy, so that's also another thing that gave you sneak attack. So even though we did it wrong, the result would have been the same. So
okay. And then
we do play with flanking, but it's a little bit harder to get than just my ally is standing next to this.
Okay, so you literally have to like be behind them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least put them in like a really awkward spot to the point where they can't realistically see your attack very well because they're engaged with somebody else.
Gotcha. Okay, and then I think that ends my abilities.
Okay, so as Zarek rushes out of the building assumedly to help his big green turtle friend, he slices out at one of the gnolls with his short sword, and you watch as this greenish black mist just quickly darts out of the first gnoll, and it takes the form of a bear claw and just swipes upwards at the other gnoll standing next to it, dealing big dick damage, 6 points of necrotic damage to this gnoll over here.
Which gnoll is doing that? This one?
Doing what?
With the goop, the green goop.
You're not really certain what the source of that is. It happens like moments, like a second after Zarek attacks out at the first gnoll.
And it comes out of the gnoll?
It doesn't necessarily come out of the gnoll. It looks almost like it's kind of... Well, maybe it does. It's almost kind of like it's leeching off of the gnoll onto another one. Like it's just using it as a means to get closer to a nearby target to hit.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't necessarily, from like your quick couple of glances at it, it doesn't look like the Null is focusing on some sort of otherworldly magic to make this happen. Like it's like in the process of like being sliced up by Zarek's short sword, like as this other entity is like coming out and hitting this Null nearby.
Right. Ratman got some fucking stinky cousins helping him out.
End of Zarek's turn. Up next is this guy, who is going to kind of turn around very sheepishly, looking towards the pack leader, who just stares him down with his blood-red eyes of intent. And the Null is going to quickly turn back towards Korg and lunge at you with a bite attack. 19 to hit.
Yep.
3 points of piercing damage as it lunges forward and bites into your lower leg.
No. Oh, 3. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. I was gonna be like, oh, resistance, but it's not. Plus, he has metal teeth.
Nope, he does not.
He has fillings.
Okay.
All right, and at the end of his turn. Up next is Korg. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna transfer my hex to the guy who just attacked me using my bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack him back.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit for me.
You think you can bite me?
16 hits. And perfect damage again. You don't even need the...
Okay.
Well, it did it anyway.
His corpse decays into nothing.
You all watch as Korg focuses from bringing his hex magic from one target to another as this black curse looms over the top of this other Null, and he leaps forward with his glaive as he slices the head clean off of the Null standing in front of him. And as the head rolls to the floor and fumbles through the snow, you catch the snarl of the Pack Lord, and your gazes kind of meet for a brief moment. Anything else, Korg?
I'm gonna lock eyes with him, and then I'm gonna step over this guy's corpse into range of my glaive.
Okay.
I issue a challenging snarl.
All right.
That shall be it.
End of Korg's turn. Up next is this guy here, who will do the thing he's been told to do and attack the Tito. Spear, baby. Gang.
Attack the Tito.
One hit, though, because Tito's still in the show with an AC of 21. It is the end of that Null's turn.
Hunkered down.
You watch as the Null Pack Lord turns around and he begins to let out this faint snarl that you can hear because you're so close to him, Korg. He bends over just enough to pick up this weapon that he embedded into the snow, and you watch as he kind of yanks on each side of it, and the pickaxe that looked like this giant folded piece begins to kind of unravel to form a large, massive 10-foot glaive. Not 10-foot glaive, but a glaive with a reach similar to Korg's.
What the
Actually,
fuck?
gonna be full 10 feet. That was over embellishment.
Ooh, boss time.
All right. And the Null Pack
So he
Lord
does.
is-
So he has a glaive too now.
He does.
That's what
He has a
does?
glaive as well, yes. He does not get his Incite Rampage back.
All right, pussy, let's go.
He
Glaive
leans his head back towards the moon and he lets out a massive howl, sending a shiver of fear down everyone's spine. With that, we're going to get his turn going. He's going to go ahead and make both attacks with his glaive against you, Korg.
Uh-oh. Dead Korg again.
Inky Zoma? Nope.
7 to misses and a 20.
Oh,
Makes up for it.
Yep. Okay, so the metal glaive?
That's a hot 23 damage.
Instantly knocked unconscious as 23 damage from a slashing glaive attack comes over him.
Wait, what? No,
He crit.
only one of his 2 hits.
No, he
Doesn't
critted. That was... Yeah, the second hit was a crit.
Oh, well, hold on. I think the glaive is metal, though.
I thought it was a
So-
spiritual
Yeah,
blade.
and I also have 18 health.
So, but technically, so it was a crit though, and he rolled a 10 plus 3. So the 10 on a dice for a crit is doubled to 20. So its total is 23. But the glaive
So I
is
took-
metal, so it is halved to 12 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
And that is the end of the Pack Lord's turn. Up next is Tito.
Oh, we won't get loud? We can get real loud. Alright. Emerging from my shell, I go from two legs and stand up to, or 4 legs stand up to 2, almost a faint outline of a bear standing on its hind legs. Screaming my roar, going into a rage, I lift my axe, and almost like an extension of the bear's paw, I bring it down on the fucking Null's head.
Which one? Because Null 3, you'll have advantage on your attack against him. The one directly above you, though, will just be a regular attack.
Oh shit, true. Well, in that
It's a fairy
case,
fire.
the one with advantage.
Of course, of course.
Let me find the thing.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There
yeah,
we go.
23 is going to be a hit. So 8 points of slashing damage plus the 2 for raging, yes?
Wow. Rolled a 4 on a d12.
Sad.
Yeah.
Blood Bowl, baby.
That's going to be 10 points of slashing damage to this Knoll standing next to Tito as he emerges from his shell. And as Tito emerges from his shell, slowly evolving from some small amphibian to a large green looking like bear for a brief moment, you can see a look of fear and terror across the Knoll's face as Tito emerges from his shell. Oh yeah, also this person would have been like ran way
Yeah,
the fuck away.
I was gonna ask about that. Be like, what? Is this to hang out there?
I've been forgetting to move a lot of these people, actually. Most of these people would have been fucking out of here. Except the ones hiding in houses, not so much. But the other ones, yeah, they'd been fucking... They'd been gone, so... Sorry. That's just me slacking. My fault, my fault. Okay. Anything else, Tito? You got a bonus action still.
Nah.
Alright, end of Tito's turn. Up next is Guy.
Alright, give me a second. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. I had to put super glue on my headphones,
Oh no.
so I'm not playing with them actually on my head. Where was this? Alright, oh, that's actually action. In that case, I will shoot.
What's up? I'm sorry, what'd you say, John?
I was distancing that out. I should be able to. I'll shoot the guy with 6 HP.
Yeah, go for it. You'll have advantage on the attack against him because of, what's it called?
Yeah.
Fairy Fire, so go ahead and roll with advantage. Only 2 hits, 5 points of piercing damage. No!
God dang it, dude.
As the crossbow bolt plunges deep into this Knoll's chest, he's just beaten, battered, and bruised, bloodied, but still standing.
And I will. Does the pack leader go before or after Cord?
Was
Uh,
after me.
After.
Technically, it's before.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I will have the next turn before he does.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
In that case. Here? Where's the window? Right here?
There's the window.
Okay, yeah, I'll like kind of hide in the window again.
All right. End of your turn, guy?
Yeah, my head kind of sticking out.
All right. Up next is this guy, who is going to attempt to attack Tito. No advantage anymore, because Tito stood up. Spear. 19 to hit.
I do have resistance, though. It does hit.
You have resistance to piercing?
He's raging.
Yeah, I'm raging, so I have the normal rage resistance and the totem.
Well, you weren't raging, remember, because your rage fell.
No, I just raged that last turn when I attacked.
You have to... Did you... I didn't realize that you said you were raging.
Yeah, there's...
2 additional damage for the rage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, duh. My fault. Okay.
Is that a bonus action to rage?
It is a bonus action to rage, yes.
It did have a bonus action. It did do a bonus action.
Oh, I forgot that part, but yeah.
It's whatever. It's not a big deal.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
And you have a limited number of rages. That's why I asked.
Yeah, but I also emerged from my shell, which is a bonus action.
Oh, so you wouldn't have been able to rage that last turn then.
Yeah.
Which one did you hit this guy? So he'll just have 2 more HP.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter since he didn't die. Did I already take the health off?
No, I don't think so. 8 points of piercing damage from his turn.
Well, 4.
This guy is off map at this point, so we'll go ahead and take him off of the initiative. Then up next is Zarek. What would you like to do?
So, now in like a frenzy, just on autopilot, Zark kind of immediately like steps away, not using his disengage, so he's gonna Noel's gonna get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Right
yeah,
here.
he's gonna take
Go ahead
it.
and
He's
roll
gonna bite at you. Nom nom.
Oh, that hits.
5 points of piercing damage.
5 damage. And then as he kind of whips around, he wants to he kind of makes a quick dagger strike with one hand towards this Noel.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit for me with advantage because he's under the effect of Fairy Fire. Ooh, that's a crit.
Yeah, he's
All right, and then that's
So sad that that's the crit, but
Yeah.
it'd be what it be.
I wish there was a way to like easily. I'll just roll this, I guess. And... So that's gonna do
10 points
10 damage.
10 points of damage.
And then,
Double.
as a bonus action, take the. I should have not used. I should have swapped it and used the bonus action for that. But for the bonus action, I'm going to do take a swing with my short sword towards the
No
leader.
pack leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that should
Alright.
also be with advantage. Yes.
Yeah,
He's Fairy
he's
Fire?
also
Okay.
he's also in the effect of Fairy Fire. You won't add your dexterity modifier to this attack.
On the
though.
damage though, or
The
on
damage, correct.
Okay,
you
yeah.
roll on the attack roll, not the damage. 19 hits.
Okay, so you're just gonna have to manually subtract 4 from this,
Okay, that's fine. I'll do it in my big brain.
and then he's
3.
also gonna do his sneak attack on this.
Yes, sir. So 5, so 8
8
points of damage to the Null Pack Lord, who barely breaks a sweat as you kind of lunge out and slice against him. You guys all watch once more as this blackish green kind of corporeal energy just kind of like seizes out of the Pack Lord as Zarek strikes against him, and it looks for something to lunge off to and strike, but is unable to find anything, and the vision just kind of dissipates as quickly as it formed. Right. Anything else, Zarek?
Nope.
Right. Up next is going to be not you. You're dead. Corp's turn.
As a reminder, well, never mind.
Yeah, I got that potion. That's an action to drink it, right?
I thought we were saying bonus actions to drink a potion, correct?
Bonus action to drink a potion. Action to force it down ally's throat.
Let's see.
If you want to do it, I can click it real quick.
Oh, because it runs off your intellect, right?
Yeah, it
Since
could be
it's-
2d4 plus 4.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
1d4 plus 4. Oh, well, I guess. Great. 5 points. Or was it 2d4?
It's 2, yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'm gonna drink that potion, and then I'm gonna cast, so
Alright, so you get 9 points of healing.
nice. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis
Ooh, very nice.
at 2nd level,
Ooh,
So that's-
spicy.
plus 10.
Oh, plus 10 temporary hit points. Right. Look
Yeah.
at this guy. So you gain 9 points back, and then you have 10 points of temporary hit points.
Wait, how did I?
There should be a separate thing for temporary hit points somewhere.
There we go.
All right. Anything else, Corey?
Nope, that's my action and my bonus action.
All right. End of Cork's turn.
That's all I'm gonna do. Yep.
Up next is not you. You're dead. Up next is the Null Pack Lord. He's going to look over in Korg's direction without even thinking twice about it. Swipe out at him with his glaive once more. 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, I believe he takes some cold damage now, right?
Yep, he takes 10.
Takes 10 points of cold damage on hit.
Yep.
God damn. As the Null Pack leader slaps Korg with the side of his glaive,
It's minus
dealing
4.
7 points of damage. Reduced to against Korg. He's overcome with this shock of cold energy, and he's gonna think twice about whether or not he hits Korg again. He does get to roll, see if he gets his Insight Rampage back. He does. So he's gonna take his second glaive attack against Zarek, though. Little Zarek boy over there. 18 to hit Zarek.
Oh, that hits.
Then 13 points of slashing damage.
Yowzy.
Just quickly does a heel turn and just wipes his glaive right over the back of Zarek, just slicing deep across his cloak and into his soft flesh ratty back.
Not my rat back.
Then he's going to incite Rampage, giving an order to the only ally he has left at this point to attack Tito. Nope.
Question: What's an ability per se?
I would classify an ability as like just most class action, or like not class actions, but like class abilities. So like for example, Savage Attack is a barbarian ability, or like Rage is a barbarian ability. You know.
What about
what's
an ability check?
Oh, ability check is gonna be. This is stupid. I should have known this. I'm a bad DM. Ability check is like if I ask you to make a survival check or a perception check or anything like that. That's
so
an.
it's a-
Well,
so
no,
it's a
that's a skill
skill?
check. That's a skill check. Excuse me. I guess what an ability check might just be like a more like a strength roll or something. Let me see.
Oh, actually, never mind. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, an ability
my
score.
other plan was.
An ability check is just going to be like strength, dexterity, constitution, while a skill check is going to be the specific ones, like I was mentioning earlier, the perception, survival, performance, whatever.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the end of the Pack Lord's turn. Up next is Tito. What would you like to do, bud?
Alright, well... Shit, hold on. Okay, retconning my last turn, I did not have the visage of a bear. But this time, I throw my head back and roar, and this time you see the visage of a bear. So raging, I raise my axe and I bring it down on this other gnoll's head. Or his clavicle.
regular attack or savage attack?
Oh, this is regular. We're not that
Okay.
ballsy.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, Jesus.
Tragic.
Yowza.
And with
Can
all
I
the
take it back
fury
and maybe do that savage attack now? Jesus.
And with all that pent-up rage and fury, Tito was just unable to focus it on one specific target and just kind of lunges forward wildly with his axe and just fumbles his attack down to the snow. Unable to hit anything.
So again, just to clarify, my turn's now ending. I didn't hit or take damage, so I'm not instantly losing my rage, right?
Correct. You are not
Okay.
instantly losing your rage. You have until the end of your next turn to take damage or hit something.
Gotcha.
Actually, hold on. I think... Did we link rage up here a little bit ago? Where is it? Okay.
Yeah, I can do it again.
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't say that you have to hit a hostile creature. It just says you have to attack them.
Oh, true.
The
Alright.
specific wording is you haven't attacked a hostile creature. You attacked a hostile creature, it just wasn't successful.
Gotcha. And yeah, that's the end of my turn.
End of Tito's turn.
Oh,
Up
that's
next
cool.
is
I
Guy.
was emphasizing the last part of that.
So what? I'm like.
It is the baseline rule of healing potions is action, but
We house rule it.
we house rule the bonus actions because it's really, if you don't have a designated healer and potions are only actions, it's really hard. It's really fucking hard, and it severely cripples John's character if potions are actions.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Gotcha.
So I'm game. I've actually done bonus action healing potions in all my campaigns so far, and I've never necessarily felt it's a problem. I also will be honest where because I play with that rule, it also influences my pricing of healing potions.
Gotcha.
So there's a little bit of trade off to it, but I appreciate it. But I don't worry about it too much. I'm fine.
That's
with
fine.
bonus-
I just didn't know if you
bonus
actually,
actions.
if you didn't know, or if it was like, but yeah,
That's what-
you're good.
That's one of my house rules. I guess that's something I should have went over is a list of my house rules that I play with. I'll put one of those together before we play next time. That's shitty of me. I should have done that already.
So
Um,
what happened with Garrett? How did he get that damage?
The leader attacked me with his glaive.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hold on. I think you were saying something. I couldn't
You're
hear
breaking
you.
out. Yeah.
Sorry. I'll go ahead and shoot the pack leader then
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit for me.
with advantage.
Yep, true, because he's under the effect of Fairy Fire. 22 hits. You got bad luck with these damage rolls.
4 damage. Yowza, I rolled a 1.
4 points of piercing damage to the no pack lord. Crossbow bolt whizzes by you once more, Korg. This one just kind of like bounces off of the armor almost. Looks like it barely even leaves too much of a nick.
Okay.
Anything else, Guy?
Nope, I'll have. That's it.
Alright. End of Guy's turn. Up next is the last remaining regular Knoll, who is going to hit Tito, because that's what he does. That's what he's been doing the whole fight, so why would he change now?
Not gonna hit.
Knolls are not smart creatures. Hey, don't fucking jinx me like that, okay, bro? As he lunges forward at Tito, Tito just kind of thrusts his mighty chest outward, and the spear just bounces off of his Tito's chest, kind of like a jokey Superman comic strip. It's the end of the Knoll's turn. Up next is Zarek.
So, real quick.
Yes.
Because I might have lost track. There was another knoll that broke off, right? Or
There
not
was
broke off.
2 Knolls that broke off and
Okay.
ran away.
So I want to say to Korg, hey, I'll finish this one off. You go find the other ones, and then I want to again take a swing at the leader. Let's start with my short sword. With advantage, I'm assuming still.
Yep, the Pack Lord is still under the effect of Fairy Fire.
Yep.
That's what that yellow dot's there for.
All right, so 21.
Yep. 21 hits.
All right, So we're gonna throw that. I roll a freaking 1. We're gonna hit him with the sneak attack again because I had advantage on the roll. Oh my god, dude.
Sorry, I'm on a different tab. Are you rolling good or bad? Sounds
Bad.
not great.
I rolled 8
Not
damage.
great.
And then I'm gonna do my bonus attack with my dagger against him.
Okay.
Oh, don't even hit that time.
Sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once. I apologize.
He
I did
didn't
8
hit.
damage, and I rolled an 11 to hit, which
Okay.
probably does
Yeah,
not
no,
hit.
11 does not hit, unfortunately, but Zark does lunge forward once more, swiping out with his, was it the dagger? No, the short sword that you hit.
The
with.
short sword did damage, yeah.
8 points of damage and trying to come back in another time and slice roundwards with the dagger, but he's unable to get past some of the heavy hide armor that the Null Pack Lord wears.
And
Anything
then
else?
I
Zark?
want to attempt to crap, and I attack of opportunity will probably kill me. We're gonna stay here. I'm gonna go. Uh-oh.
All right. It's the end of Zark's turn. Up next is Korg. What would you like to do, Korg?
I'm gonna tell Zarek, I never back down from a challenge. And then I'm gonna cast Hexblade's Curse on the pack leader with my bonus action, and then go for a killing blow with my glaive.
Killing blow.
That's a brave kill. This dude thinks he's about to do 19 damage.
I'm gonna attempt to murder this man.
And this man's whole career.
God.
Oh, it's with advantage. Fuck.
It is with advantage,
It's with-
please.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's pathetic.
Oh man, when the dice say no to your roleplay moment.
What does your Hexblade's Curse do again? Does it do anything to help you there?
Just an extra
get a-
d6 of damage.
Oh god.
Hexblade's Curse I get plus 1 to
Oh.
damage. Or no, I get plus 2 to damage, and I crit on 19s and 20s.
Oh, perfect. We just gotta hit first.
I see.
Yeah.
So somebody was saying that one of the guys
whiff.
ran away.
Two have veered
I was
off in
telling
the
him that
other
there was guys
direction.
that ran off.
The one with the blades taped to his arms is one of them.
Say. I just said go because they ran off.
Do I know which way they ran off to?
I
Hell
highly
no,
doubt
you
it.
were in the house the whole time. You don't even get a roll for that one.
I like this house.
Uh-oh. Here
Okay,
comes
what I will say actually is, they didn't run off in this direction. Can you see that? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know they didn't run off over here because you've had a great view of this whole area for a while now.
But did I see?
I even saw them in the first place. The guys that ran
I don't
off.
think you did either. I don't think they ever got into your field of vision.
Did I hear Garrett?
Oh yeah, you heard Zarek
Yeah.
shout out. Yeah, for sure. Everyone is within what I think 30 feet or no.
Yeah.
Of him. Yeah, easily. You all heard him shout that out.
Did I see him motioning anywhere? Or
I didn't motion anywhere. I was really only talking to Korg because he's the only one like actively that I like. I mean, because Tito is taking that one on, and I thought that I was gonna be able to take off the other guy myself. So I was mainly telling Korg
27
No.
him?
because Korg. I'm assuming Korg had also saw him, so I didn't motion at all.
Never mind. Let me just stay inside my.
Honestly, I forgot that 2 of them ran off. I think I missed that. But
I didn't even see 2. I only saw the 1.
Well, I think Korg would have been the only one who could have.
Yeah, Korg would have seen the guys that ran off. I only saw 1.
But there was just a frenzy when this combat first broke out.
All right, so let's get this
that's
over
the-
with.
Yeah, right. End of your turn, Korg, as you whip forward, trying to just smash into the side of the pack lord with your glaive, and your attack just goes wide as he's able to duck out of the reach of your glaive. Any bonus? Oh no, you already used bonus action because you put Hexblade
Yeah.
Curse on him, right?
yeah.
Sorry, brother.
Hey, next turn.
Sometimes it just do
Next
be
turn,
like
you'll kill him.
Next turn, I got him. He's fucked.
All right. let's see if he gets his Insight Rampage back. He does! That's fucking woody.
No.
Oh no! Alright, he is going to attack Zarek.
Oh no.
No, he's not.
Okay, fuck. I forgot that I have a macro set up. I'll be
An
generous.
insta kill Zark macro.
No, I rolled a dice, but I forgot to set up macros for this guy, and I don't feel like looking up his page and shit, so I'm just gonna roll this. Oh, that was
Oh
not
yeah, baby.
that was not as good as what the dice was. The first attack misses, and as the first glaive hit swoops over top of your head, Zarek, as you duck down for it to miss, you can already hear the sound of the blade whirling around once more as he lunges it down at your feet to sweep at you again as he circles around fully.
Oh, I do a little hop move, baby.
Ready, you just fucking hop right over it, no problem. He's gonna bark out a command though with his Insight Rage. Or Insight Rampage, excuse me.
Go for it, bitch.
And instead, this time, he's going to command his buddy to move.
Oh no, not that. I didn't mean to do that.
Since he's not moving out of his range, it doesn't do an attack of opportunity.
What it is.
Correct. Because
Okay.
he never moved out of Tito's range.
still
he
in his
doesn't
tackle
get.
zone.
Yeah. He's still in his tackle zone. Yeah, we don't have to make a dodge check.
So yeah, just swoop to the side, a little shimmy to the left.
So unfortunately, the Pack Lord just fucking whiffs what he needed to be a fat turn. That's okay. I guess Korg did too, so they're just even. Oh goodness. All right. End of his turn. Up next is Tito. What would you like to do, sir?
You got it, buddy.
Well, it's time to kill.
Tito smash.
And this time, I'm gonna be reckless with it.
Oh.
Because I've had enough of this fucking knoll.
Oh. Just this one in particular, or all of the gnolls?
All of them, but this one in particular.
Okay.
And I am still raging if I can find the stupid button.
17 hits. Roll that other one. Oh, yeah. Nope. We'll go with the 17. Ooh.
Hey!
Wait, are you actually
13
raging now?
Yeah, he's raging.
Yeah.
You started raging last turn.
Gotcha.
And then Tito deals 13
quite
points
killing,
of damage to the gnoll standing next to him as he slams his great axe into the side, the abdomen of this gnoll standing next to him. You can hear Zarek, the bones and the rib cage with just crunch with the resounding snap as multiple ribs are broken from the sheer impact of the great axe. And Tito rips his axe back towards him, and you can just see blood pouring out of the side of this gnoll. If he doesn't die within this fight, he'll die from blood loss within the next minute or so.
This does
Anything
bring a
else, Tito?
smile to my face, I say that.
All right. Up next is Guy, owner of Huts Emporium.
Yes. In my
Got
toasty home.
Guy-
He's a fucking
Guy's tiny
camper.
hole. Guy's a mega camper.
Dream sniper. Spawn killer.
You actually haven't.
Let's see.
He ran off into the darkness and don't know where anybody.
I don't even see him really right now.
Do I have good line of sight on the guy that has 2 HP?
Yeah, you could make a shot against him for sure. Because what you should. So technically,
I mean, technically I'm in there, but
yeah, well, yeah, technically in there, but you have kind of like the field of view. Like it's not hard for you to poke your head out and make a shot. I don't feel like. Yeah, that's easy enough. Because even if you were back here, you'd still technically have line of sight on
All
him.
right.
So I'm just deleting this just for the sake of you being able to use your token easier.
all right, I'll take a shot at him.
That cord?
No,
No, I did that. That was my.
It was just really funny. The ping hit at the same time.
now you know my true intentions.
Please don't shoot me.
Lie to me again about a rock, motherfucker.
That hits.
23 misses, actually. I'm the DM, Garrett, not you.
He is curled up into the fetal position, adding +10 armor.
That 23 hits.
No, that's my move.
And that's 8 points of damage to this guy over here. Hey, look at you! You actually did over 5 damage for once.
I've been hitting like every time, so
You have. It adds up. All right, that's the end of Guy's turn as he quickly pokes his head out, fires a quick crossbow bolt that hits right in between the eyes of this gnoll as the last remaining gnoll outside the leader stands before you all.
Tito is like, who is doing that?
Anything else, Guy?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So,
Redemption time, baby.
this guy's dead. He doesn't get a turn. Up next is Zarek. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm gonna say under my breath, second time's the charm, and I'm going to smack him with that short sword, baby.
Go ahead, roll a hit with advantage.
Got it!
Uh-oh.
Does the sneak attack crit too?
Dude. So that's a
That's a 6. That's doubled. So you're 12. You're at 16 right now. without
16,
your
and then here
sneak
comes the
attack.
sneak attack, baby.
So 16 plus
Oh yeah.
Got him.
12. So 28 points of damage.
All right. And then I'm going to actually you can
No. This is all you. This is the
you
last
can
enemy.
narrate this part because I mean I'm gonna run after this.
No, this is the part where I ask you, Zark, how would you like to do this?
I wanna do like a little swipe for his like Achilles,
Okay.
and then as he's like stumbling over, I just want to right through his chest.
It's almost anticlimactic how fast it happens. Zark quickly just swipes at the heel of the Null Pack Lord. He kind of fumbles down instinctively to grab the back of his heel, and Zark is just ready there, just right through the chest with his dagger.
And then as quickly as I slayed him, I wanna head this way in search of the other guys just in case.
Okay, well, as you do that, Zarek, as you rush away from the Pack Lord after just vanquishing it, as you begin to kind of move around this corner, you and everyone else can hear the dramatic cries of a pair of gnolls off in the distance just being beaten silly. They're whining and whimpering, crying out in pain, and you can just hear smashing and bludgeoning until you eventually round the corner, Zarek, and you can see 3 people around the corner. Sorry, I'm moving all of them to the right layer. You see 2 men, each with large weapons. One is a thin, slender man using this long trident-like spear that he has kind of like a steel chest plate and leather all over covering the rest of his body. And the other one standing across from him is this massive hulking man who must be 6'3", 6'4", and just nothing but just pure fat. Almost like a massive sumo wrestler covered from head to toe in studded leather armor, wielding a massive wooden club with metal spiked balls stuck all throughout it.
Is the darkness still there?
What's up?
Is the darkness still up?
Yes.
I can't see any of this.
I'm getting to witness all this. The Navy Corps.
Zarek, you watch as one of the men with the long pointed javelin is just rapidly stabbing it into one of the gnolls, the flesh gnar, just ripping innards out of him every time he pulls his trident back, and the other massive man just does one resounding club down on top of the other gnoll, and you watch as his head just cracks all the way down to his groin almost, as the body is just like folded in on itself from the sheer force of the club. And with that,
I want to sheath my weapons.
we will go ahead and drop combat order. And we are in free movement. Anyone is allowed to do whatever they would like to do at this point.
Okay.
I would like to ritual cast detect magic. For the next
Okay.
Why are you ritually casting detect magic?
Because
You didn't see any of this happen.
He wants to loot shit, baby.
Yeah.
I want to drop to one knee to like, as seeing as the gnolls have been defeated, to kind of like take a moment to catch my breath.
Ooh, and I apologize. The third individual, Zarek, that was standing over here with these other two men, is a young girl who appears to be human, and you wouldn't guess is more than 10 years old at best.
Perfect. So we have a tall, slender guy, a fat guy, and a young girl.
Yes, here, let me show you real quick what some of them look like.
Sounds like the
This
daughter.
is what the little girl looks like.
Hot.
Elsa.
Okay, let's not say that. You're dad. You can't make those
You're
jokes
an Elsa
anymore.
fan?
Hey, that.
This is the taller, slender one who is
Asian?
using like a trident.
From Dynasty
Hey, hey.
Warriors.
And this is the other guy. All
Oh,
right,
Raicho?
we'll go back to our map.
And I want to also, like, as I'm breathing, shout out, all right, guys, some friends here, they took care of the rest. I think we're clear now.
All right, Zark, you watch as one of the men, this shorter, slender one, quickly walks up to the young girl. Are you all right, my lady? Yes, yes, I'm fine. Go help and tend to the rest. Jiro will accompany me. See who else needs help. With that, you watch as the other man begins to quickly rush off, and he starts knocking on the various doors around, shouting out if anyone's in there. Does anyone need help? Can I do anything for you? Hello? You know, at this point, all of you can hear these voices off in the distance. And for the sake of brevity, we'll say very rapidly over the next couple of minutes or so, as the battle just begins to wind down, whatever sort of darkness was set across this village fades almost as quickly as it came over everything. And the light from the sky above everyone returns.
And the lag fades.
And the lag fades.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
You'll
I'm gonna
watch as
go
the
this
woman
way.
is still
Hey,
rushing around hurriedly, going
Hey.
from one door. Oh, you're trying to talk to him, Tito? I'm sorry.
yeah, come here, you got healing shit? I'm hurt so bad.
I do not. I know some. And you all look over to see this little girl shouting out.
But you're so young. What are you doing in a battle zone?
She immediately is her just angry 6-year-old look on her face. Her bottom lip is pouting out. Her eyebrows are kind of like sticking downwards. Her whole face is scrunched up and she's red, and you can tell the mere comment immediately irritated her.
Okay, I take a puff of my turtle weed and I say, oh, no offense, Matt. Sorry.
She looked like this. Hold on.
But we could really use some help, because me and my friends just fought those things and they hurt us really bad.
Is this what she looks like?
Where did you link something?
It's Elsa.
Oh god. Why do you do this?
It's just an angry
No.
face, Elsa.
No, that's not what she looks like. As you say all this to her, Tito, the much taller, fatter man, who's kind of rivals your size, actually, begins to just let out this big, jolly laugh, just and he starts to pat the little girl on her head as you say this. And she looks up towards him. Don't do that, Jiro! And she screams out at him. It's all right, Lady May. He meant no harm. He helped save the people here. The least we can do is show our gratitude. Fine. Fine. Can I see your hand, please? And she looks up towards you, Tito.
I'm not sure if it's really called a hand, but here you go.
He It's like, I don't know, hand. Here, leg.
Here, leg.
Cure leg. Cure meat. All right. All right. She's going to cast a second level Cure Wounds on you, Tito. Tito, you gain back +3. Gain back 13 points of health.
Wow.
And I kind of let out a sigh of relief. It feels better.
And you can still hear the voice of the other one kind of rushing off in the distance, knocking on various doors, asking if anyone is all right. He checks on the various pulse of whatever random individuals he finds along the way.
Oh, are there more near?
Is my detect magic done?
No. It's going to take 10 minutes. We've been only a couple.
Are there any more enemies nearby?
Make a perception check for me, Tito.
Well, I'm like asking them.
Oh, you're asking. Excuse me, my fault. Not that we saw. We ran into a few before these, but me and my brother Ichiro took care of them.
As they're talking, I kind of want to stumble back to that house where I set my bow down
Okay.
and grab my bow, and then also go back to where I set down like my backpack at the beginning of the battle, and then slowly make my way towards back to Tito.
As you are motioning to leave or going to leave the house once more, you hear the voice of the woman who was hiding in here previously kind of speak up. Here, I got these for you. And she hands you just like a small little woven basket that's filled with like a handful of bandages, some like alcohol meant for like disinfectant and things like that. It's not very much, but it's a small amount of first aid supplies.
Oh, I greatly appreciate this, ma'am. And then that's all I want to say.
And then you dart out again.
That's not what he sounds like.
It's not what who sounds like.
Your guy.
I said that. That's what he said. What do you say? Thank you,
Thanks,
bitch.
meme. I want to hear the accent.
That's not what a real bosser would have said. A real bosser would have been like,
"Get out of here!"
Hey, I'm walking here.
I saved your town. That's all you got for me. Couldn't give me a little bit more than that. Risk my damn life out there, and all I get is a fucking bunch of bandages.
Yeah, so I don't say that. And I try to make my way back over towards Tito. They're still talking though. I'm not back while this conversation's going on.
Oh, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and say there were definitely some people hurt back the way we came.
I guess we'll head that way in just a few moments, Jiro, once Ichiro's done. Keep your eyes peeled. I don't want anyone else to get hurt if we can avoid it. I'm sorry. Who are you all? I've not seen you here before.
Tito.
At this point, I will have gotten back. And I'm like, the name's Zark. Do you know what that darkness was? Why did it get so dark all of a sudden?
That happens from time to time. There's a man nearby who doesn't like us very much. He sends all sorts of creatures to attack us from time to time, and he usually sends them in a shroud of darkness. I don't know if you've heard of him. His name is Zarkon.
Oh yeah, we are familiar with said individual. We kind of had a run in ourselves with him. He kind of tried to raise an undead army and take us out, but we stuck it to him real good, and then he ran away, and it was a rough time.
Her face kind of like lights up when you are kind of saying a story to her. You fought Zarkon and you won?
We kind of can use the word "won" a little liberally. We didn't die, but he kind of didn't die either.
He's just been such a plague on our village. I wish he was the only one, though.
You know what his motives are? What's he? I mean, is he just trying to cause a ruckus? Is he trying to seize
I
power?
don't know. It started as just mere grave robbing, and it's escalated since then. But I don't think he wants the village. I think he just wants to wreak havoc. I don't know. The things he does, I don't understand them. I'm just assuming that these creatures are his doing. Though I will admit he tends to send creatures of an undead variety.
I kind of wince in my head, remembering the phantoms that we fought, and the kind of like it makes me kind of like wince just remembering it. And I say, you said there was some other guys giving you trouble too? Is it
Yes.
more than Zarkon?
Yes, it is. And her demeanor just kind of like instantly changes. She's kind of has like this pouty expression back on her face. She seems mad and irritated. I hate them.
And who are they? Are their initials BH?
Yes.
Okay.
Hate him.
I hate them.
Well, I mean, we could go somewhere more secluded and talk about it if you want to, because I've heard we haven't been in this town. Speaking for everyone, because I don't know everyone that well. I haven't been in this town that long, and I've heard some pretty negative things, and that bad things happen to people who talk about them out in public. So if we need to go somewhere a little less exposed,
I hope he's listening. You go ahead and tell him. You tell that rat bastard Glisk, I'm taking my house back. He can't have it forever. It's mine! And she's just like shrieking out into the
Wait,
sky.
who's saying this?
The little girl is.
Okay.
I just kind of lost my accent as I was yelling.
I didn't know if there was like some random villager that just came out of the woodwork. It was like, oh, it's my house.
She's just like screaming it out at like nothing that like she's gonna take her house back. It's hers.
So
the taller man just kind of starts patting her on the head again. Now, May. Let's not make a scene here.
so he took your house?
Yes. I hate him.
Why did he take your house? You not pay taxes? Did they need it for a club
You
meeting
don't pay
location?
your taxes.
Your friend, you were right. It's not safe out here to say these things. Brother! Ichiro! Let us go home for now and have a conversation with our new friends.
And I kind of like kind of do like a little bow and be like, the name's Zarek, by the way.
Zarek, nice to meet you. The name's Jiro. That's my older brother Ichiro. And he points to the man approaching you all from behind. And this is our young lady May. And she does a little curtsy as he introduces her.
Well, if you kick May out and add me, we'll have a little thing going with our names.
What?
What?
Oh, it all ends in O.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are all their names again? Sorry, how do you spell them?
There is Ichiro.
Gyro,
Jiro.
Lady May.
Ichiro. Jiro, J-R-O, and Lady May, M-E-I.
What was J-R-O?
Yeah, here, I'll type them in chat.
Gyro.
Then Tito says, you mainlanders.
Jiro. It's
Yeah.
Jiro, not Jiro,
Yeah.
excuse me. And
You-
Ichiro.
You
and
mainlanders never
Lady
get my humor.
May.
Oh, I spelled only one of those right in my notes.
That's okay. This is just my uncultured ass interpretation of how to spell these names. So
I mean, yours is definitely more cultured than mine is, because I spelled Lady May as M-A-Y and
Wow.
Gyro as G-Y-R-O.
that's like a sandwich or something.
It is. He's fat, so I was thinking he named him after a sandwich.
Oh, man. Dude, he's massive. What I think of to compare this guy to is like, you guys remember For Honor?
Yeah.
That fucking
Yes.
that massive like samurai or like sumo like guy that one team had. That's how he's kind of built a little bit.
He's built
Okay,
different.
so We'll pull Guy over here just because he can't be antisocial. Oh no, he's concentrating on his
Yeah, he's
spell.
concentrating.
He's looking for magic.
He's not getting any of this information.
Has it been?
All right. So for the sake of brevity, we will say it has been 10 minutes.
Thank you.
You do not, however, sense any sources of magical items on any of the gnolls.
All right, and then I will go and cast Spare the Dying on anybody that I can.
Okay. There's one person you're able to save. The little girl up here appears to
Why did I
have
do
been.
that first?
Magic.
He wanted to wait 10 minutes
You
instead.
wait 10 minutes, and they're like, okay, there's nothing I need. I'm just gonna go heal people, I guess.
Actually, I take it back. It has been 10 minutes. No shot. She's dead.
That's horrible.
Oh, my fault. I didn't do it.
They just invited us to their house to speak. Yeah.
Yep, they did. They invited you guys over to their house to speak, have a conversation. It
Did
seems
they
like
tell
you
us
guys
where
might-
it is, or are we gonna follow them?
They were kind of giving you guys the impression that they would lead you over there. But if you want to ask where it is and meet up later, you could certainly go for that as well.
Yeah. Hey, where do you guys live? I gotta make a pit stop. It's very important.
What do you
He's
need?
got some ox meat that they were making back at the end, and I guess he's
So-
kind of hungry.
Jiro's eyes just light up when you say ox meat, Zarek. You have what?
Yeah,
gotta-
when we were
I've got a
fighting
stew.
Zarkon.
I gotta pick
There
up
was-
a stew.
Yeah, we found an ox when we were fighting Zarkon. This
Ichiro.
madman.
You take our new friends and Lady May back home. Me and another friend are going to go get stew. Come on! And he's already just walking off.
You don't know where you're going.
It's down this way, I'm certain, right?
I mean, yes, but
I
knew
can smell
I
it.
smell it.
can we go back to the inn
Perfect.
and get and go see Quailing?
The entire time he's just talking your ear off about what
Well, wait,
ingredients to
before-
put in the stew and everything.
I kind of want to know what's going on before they get to the end. I want to know what we're doing because I want to try to peel off and kind of tail them unseen.
Before you do that, I pump in 10 points of healing into you.
Oh, okay.
Cure wounds, nifty. Okay. All right.
Wait, he wants to tail us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's easy enough. So,
But I want to like leave I don't want these people to know I have left.
okay. So with that, Ichiro kind of takes a few steps closer towards Lady May. Well then, I suppose my brother and your friend will meet up with us later. Are you all prepared to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're off. Lady May, stay close. I do not want anything else to happen. All right, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, Zarek.
Okay, everyone sees him.
Pretty much everyone does see you except for Lady May. I think even Tito sees you.
And I,
Tragic. I'm so sorry, bud.
Ew.
I'm so sorry.
I whisper to Guy, our friends are some sussy boys.
Yeah, you guys.
So they see me leave, but I guess would that be it would be the
Same.
same stealth check for whether Korg and Gyro is it
it's
Gyro or
less
Gyro?
than my
Gyro.
passive perception.
Is it going
Yeah.
to be? Oh, it's less than your passive perception.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, would it? That was the stealth check to get away. Would I roll again for them not to see me, or is it the same one? It's your call.
Let me think. That's a good question. So normally stealth checks kind of. I usually tend to re-roll them whenever you're kind of changing an environment or a scene. But I guess it is fair to say that the first one is an attempt to break from the group, and then the next one would be your attempt to actually
Stay
stealthily
concealed.
follow them. So we'll say that the group sees you break from them, but if you want to roll another stealth check after you break to see if they can continue
Please God.
catching.
There we go.
Okay, so you all do spot Zarek leaving and kind of getting away from the group. The only chance, though, of maintaining contact on where he is you're gonna have to immediately follow after him when you see him break from the group.
All right, and in his brain, he hears, "Just be careful. You know what happens when people break off. Remember, you got that stone."
Can I respond back with that?
Yes.
Or I guess I could use the sending. No,
It's message, right? So you can respond, I believe.
I can respond with telepathically.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe or does message let you respond?
Yes.
No, he's got the sending stones.
I don't
No,
want to
so
use the sending stone. I'm
the
just I know
sending
if I
stone's
can
gonna-
respond.
So
Yes.
just real quick, while we're
Yeah.
talking about it, the sending stone will outwardly, or no, does the sending stone let you cast sending, or does it just project the sound outward of the stone?
I
might need to
can
look that
look
up.
right now because I have in my inventory.
Okay, let's see.
It says here. I'll send it.
Okay, yes, you can cast the spell sending from the. You can use an action to cast sending from it. Okay, yeah. So the stones just let you cast sending back and forth one time a day.
Yeah.
So using the sending stone will also be in someone's mind, but it's limited to 25 words. But it's not limited by distance or even plane of existence.
But I'm talking about John's skill.
Yes.
John's skill message you can reply to. I
Okay,
believe
then-
written into the cantrip, you can give him a response via his cantrip.
Then I want to say, okay.
Easy enough. Got his message across. So
Have to
with
roll to
that,
say okay.
having just met a new unique trio of Lady May and the brothers Ichiro and Jiro, Guy and Tito follow Lady May and Ichiro off to their home on the other side of the village to discuss what may perhaps be a common enemy, perhaps common goals, allegiances, or even just to share a nice pot of stew as Jiro and Korg make their way back to. Fuck, what did I name this guy?
The Golden Ox Inn.
The Golden.
Something.
I know it was a Golden. Mei Ling, thank you, was the guy's
Quailing.
name. Quailing.
QELEING.
Quailing to go pick up some ox stew, unknowing to the two of them being trailed
Are
by
dead.
Zarek.
Oh.
That's where we'll go ahead and leave off on our session for the night, boys.
Hey.
Playing everyone. Sorry, it was just nothing but a massive combat.
Saw that coming as
No,
soon
that
as
was
there
fun.
was fucking 7 enemies. I was like, this is gonna take all night.
It
I
takes a
love it.
while when you have a big combat.
How's this chick doing down here? Is she okay?
No, you can't see her. She gone. I put
Okay.
her down there because no one could see her, and then you guys all
Forgot about her.
Yeah, so these people all would have ran and moved and whatnot more, but they were really only the target for the first couple of rounds before the Knolls were able to figure out who the fuck was the actual problem for them in that situation.
Noise.
All right, that was way more manageable for you guys than I thought it was going to be.
Speak for yourself. I had 6 HP.
I thought there was going to be multiple people unconscious, and I thought that there was going to be some death saving throws made tonight, and there was not a single one rolled, so that was a
Spawn
successful
camper over
night.
here.
Do what?
I said spawn camper over here.
The only way Guy was going down was if everybody else went down and all of the Knolls went into the one house.
You even check on this lady, dude. You just ignored this closet to check on this lady. Could have checked on this lady. She might have had magical items that she could have given you.
No magical item leaves
That's
my
why he
gate.
did that first. He checked if she had it.
Did I notice
I mean,
any magical?
JR said there was only he couldn't see anything on the Knolls.
What about? Does that stay up?
Protect magic? Yeah, it's a concentration spell.
Oh, so I would have noticed if
Either of them had magical items on them,
yes.
which they each do. May has 3 and Ichiro has 2 distinct individual sources.
Gotcha. And what about
He
the big
takes
guy?
his crossbow out.
As he was passing by, I would have-
Just has 1.
that's a lot more than we have. So
It's the
I have
weapon
one.
for sure.
you have one?
Yeah, the sending stone.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Technically, you guys each have half a magic item.
yeah. In that case, I have 2. But
All right, good shit, boys. Fun session. It was actually really beneficial for me. I feel like I have a better gauge of what the party's power level is. So,
over 9,000.
Don't back a rat into a corner.
well, it's always interesting just because I've had other 4-player groups that are at level 3 does not mean they're as strong as you got your guys' group at level 3. So it's just good to know. Oh shit.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna wait dinner. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, me too. I'm hungry as fuck. I'll talk to
I
you guys
also
later.
am very
Peace.
hungry.
Later,
Goodbye.
boys.
If-
Alright, well that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Not sure, probably next weekend we'll play again. But hope you enjoyed for now. Catch you later. Peace. We'll say though, pretty good. I don't know, we did better than I expected to, so interesting. A little more tanky than I originally planned to be, but I think it helps out in certain situations. Got flexibility to be tanky or damaged, so. But anyways, thanks again for watching. Catch you later. Peace.